Well, between having two jobs,
Mm-hmm.
I'm still doing that project for you, by the way.
We're live right now, by the way.
Yeah,
So,
I see.
but
I see.
just some things.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yeah. I keep that on low, but
yeah.
that's just two jobs. Just working, and uh, just dealing with life. Just dealing with life so far. That's actually what's been keeping me away. It hasn't been like on some I don't want to be a part of Soulcast anymore. It's just life
Now,
picking
people,
up.
the SOULCast has been happening because, which I will not fully disclose because some stuff I'm not ready to disclose yet, but I have been doing a lot the past couple of months. As you could tell, I'm not in the same spot. I'll just kind of leave it at that. And Mr. Bennington has been doing a lot in the past months, and it just has not been lined up. And we missed so much shit, Mr. Bennington. First and foremost, we 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 covered the hip hop civil war.
We did. We
SOULcast history.
no. Let's also be clear. Simply, what I want to say something about Drake that is
Miss Vincent, we got the SOULcast. We could go into all that, but we
okay.
gotta catch him
Yeah,
up.
because I want to say
Gotta catch
something
him
that
up.
is complimentary towards Drake.
To Drake?
Yeah,
Drake.
here we go.
What is it? The braids? But
Yeah,
hold on, wait. So we covered the hip hop civil war
yeah, we did.
and kind of the fallout and everything was happening after that, and then all them random beefs started happening. Or
What was that? Okay, like nigga, it was like proxy. No, it was like the Civil War, and then there were proxy wars. Like the
yeah.
females weren't getting along with each other for
Mm-hmm.
whatever reason.
Since then,
Rick Ross got into it.
wait. This is how long we've been going since the hip hop civil war. The one of the running nominees for president got shot at twice. Then that person became the president. All that has happened since since we've been gone. All of that has happened since we've been gone. It's been a good little minute since we've actually done the SOULcast.
I wouldn't say it's been two. I wouldn't say solidly 3 months.
Yeah,
solidly 90 days. Simply because we just
probably about 4. If you want to be for real, probably about 4.
And simply because I think what it is.
Oh, Kendrick came out with an album that happened. There's so much.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think a lot of what happened is that we can deal with problems as they come, right? You can deal with this problem and it comes. You deal with this problem, it comes. Whatever. But when they all come at one time.
Yeah, and that's the thing, man. Like, and I granted, it took a little bit hard. It was a lot harder to kind of stop. How am I saying this? Okay, when I was younger, I was told that if you're not prepared enough, you could be one emergency situation away from financial ruin. So you want to be in a point in life where, okay, an emergency situation is an emergency situation, but you can still handle yourself. Even if you have to take a step back and cut some things down for a while, you can still get yourself back on your feet. And I was at a point where if one thing happened that maybe had to spend $400 I didn't want to spend, I'm fucked for like a month. You know what I mean? And I've been in that situation. And then you get to a point you do a little bit better in life, you get married, whatever happened, life happens with ability. And you're a lot more stable than you now. You got 2 cars, now you got all this stuff. And now one financial thing won't fuck you up. But if let's say you get hit with 3 of them real quick. And you just like, ooh, fuck. So I'm more stable than I was, but damn, this kind of fucks my stability right now. But it's not like you're down and out. It's not like, oh fuck, I'm screwed. It's like, okay, I have to kind of penny pitch.
How many command? All right, so that was 3 command manuals before my life bar is on the red. How many more can I take before I'm out the game?
And then you might not even be red. You might be orange. You might be in a situation where you're like, okay. All
right.
This sucks, but if I penny pinch and kind of get my shit together for the next month or 2, I'll see the rebound happening. You know what I mean? You know what you got to do. You just got to go do it. And sometimes doing whatever you got to go do leaves no space for the SOULcast. Sometimes. Now I'm dedicated, Mr. Bennett. I will say this: I'm dedicating to let that start changing in the next couple of years because we need to do this
more often, way more often.
But put some effort into it because this is the best damn show on the internet. This is the best. You don't hear conversations like this anywhere else. And so what I mean by that is I have an idea, Mr. Bennington. Since we're agreeing to this Saturday thing, right?
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is on these Saturdays, at least for right now, we'll try to get to 2 a week and even 3 a week. But
yeah,
at least for right now, we're going to do these Saturday. and I'm in this time period I got you, I'm just gonna farm you for content. And then I'm gonna upload clips on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then boom, bam, back to Saturday. More
Back to
clip
that,
farming.
that'd be fire.
Keep constant content on the channel.
Yeah, that'd be fire. Just go ding, 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 ding. So, what happened? Like, what?
It's like, and we back.
And we back. Jesus Christ.
But that's my plan.
Yeah.
And that's my
no, I think that's a brilliant plan.
To turn the SOULCast into content that constantly generates itself, because that's what it needs to be. And maybe in a couple of years, we'll be like, fuck a job. What's that?
Yeah, right. It's like fuck a job.
Well, no. Then this will become the job, and then we will owe you guys a lot more than we already owe you right now.
Yeah, honestly, and that's one of the things that I think.
Captain Heroes in the chat, what's up?
Oh, hey, dude. But also, I think that's another thing that I want to do that a lot of creators don't, which is give back to not just the community, but give back to the people.
Yeah, I want to hire these motherfuckers, bro. Put them to work. I want to make them make thumbnails for me and shit.
And I would love to have that. I would also love to have some of our guest stars be like bigger presences. I would love to have Young Press.
So here's the problem with the SOULCast, right? We don't have celebrity guests. We have SOULCast guests, which are all people I actually know.
Right.
And so I just get them on whenever they like, yeah, I'll come talk.
But I think that's better because because having celebrity guests, you're just gonna have kind of like this very Hollywoodish kind of
and people, because it's always you and me. I get what you mean, but whenever it's you and me, and then Kuro comes in, I was like, okay, or it's you and me, and then Young Prez comes in, you and me, and or Captain Valley comes in. I love when Captain Valley comes in.
Right?
You know,
I love Golf Ball.
Yeah,
when that man was like, hey yo, he was like, man, I'm gonna pull a gun. All right, you can't just pull a gun because you want to. Like, you can't just.
Yeah, I was driving him crazy with that. Yeah, and like I wasn't saying nothing. I wasn't saying nothing because it's like I'm listening to you two talk to this actual officer about protocol and what you should and shouldn't do, and you're like, yeah, nah, I'll yank the thing off the car and shoot his ass. He's like, you can't do that. It's just like I need to go find. Thank you for reminding me that, Miss Man. I need to go find an episode and clip it. I need to go and clip that conversation. That was gold.
No. But here's the thing: when maybe not the gun, but the moment she walks into the house and walks back out, hey yo.
Yeah. Wait, hold up. 1 second. Speak to the people for a second. I'm gonna mute myself.
All right. Yeah, because now for me, when she walked back into the house and then walked back out with the dog, I would have been like, all right, this is enough. We have to do something. Like and during that same situation, well, it's on the SOULCast, so you'll see it again. But in that same situation, I was looking for the partner. I was like, I know he ain't in here by himself. Like, where's the partner at? So that whole situation was just a mess. And I was like, hey, maybe I wouldn't pull out a gun, but I would be doing something like this. Like the inmates can't, and I say this as lightly as possible. The inmates can't run the asylum. Like they can't be the ones making the rules. At some point, you gotta make the rules by yourself. Like you gotta make the rules and abide by those rules. But I do hear what Soulface is saying about Saturdays, making like content up onto Saturday. Then we're back. I do wanna bring up. So I want to bring up some stuff. Not just soulfish farming talent, soulfish farming stuff. I'm gonna farm some stuff myself that may be a little not controversial in the way that soulfish would think controversy, but in the way where it's like it is. How would I say? It is. What's the word I'm looking for? Liberal, but it's not. But I hate that word so much. I hate the word.
Well, but no. See, and that's the sad part. You liberals have gave up. You have given your party to those fringe lunatics.
I am not.
You don't even want to call yourselves liberals anymore. And it's sad. It's sad. You know, like not sad. I mean, like it's sad that those fringe lunatics run the party now. It's so crazy because I have honestly came to a better understanding of a lot of the liberal worldview because for the longest time, my idea of the liberal worldview were the fringes who completely took over it. And the reason why the fringes took over it is because the more moderate ones don't want to hurt nobody's feelings, so y'all don't call them crazy. Yeah, no, men can get pregnant. Sure, yeah, 100%. And I'm just like, what are y'all doing? Like, you know what I mean? Like, and so like, if I listen to people like Charlamagne the God, Jon Stewart, Bill Mayer, he's a fucking hippie.
You gotta let that go. Like, he's a hippie. You know what? You gotta let it go.
Just like
he's a hippie. There's nothing wrong with being a hippie.
I mean, there's a lot wrong with being a fucking hippie. I can tell you that. What's up, Curl? But no. So what I'm saying is, like, when I see those people kind of in those, and like now they're the only ones kind of saying, "Hey, this is kind of crazy." We gotta at least disavow some of the things they say, and because you get the Hassans and all these other crazy people saying all this crazy shit.
I never knew he existed until you told me about him. I truly never knew he existed. I was like,
that nigga is the #1 streamer on Twitch. Absolutely at the tippity top of the top. And he has the biggest independent influence on left-wing talking points in politics and culture. He absolutely biggest, and he is outright pro-terrorist and anti-American. And he doesn't even try to hide it.
Who is this?
He doesn't even try. Hassan Piker.
Yeah.
Hassan Piker, okay.
Yeah,
he's the crazy that the only reason why he got put on because his uncle is Cenk Uygur from the Young Turks, and he started doing his own thing. And he's so he bro, I could pull up this. I will pull the shit up, like saying America deserved 9/11 and fucking and there's like it's just good crazy shit. Like you know who the Houthis are?
Who?
The Houthis? They're pirates that attack American ships going into other countries delivering supplies.
I mean, I know of what they do. I never knew their names.
Yeah. Hassan's like, fuck yeah, Houthis, bro. Literally, like every week, every day of the week, or like 14 hours a day.
I feel like you're capping right now. Are you capping right now? Or are you making this up? No, I'm serious.
I really wish I was.
Like, I'm not talking shit. I really am. Like, are you making this up, or is this? I mean, I'm all for you talking shit about a person, but are you making this up or?
Hold on, wait. Oh my god!
There can't be anyone that deplorable. Like.
No, he's that deplorable. Hold on, let me find it. Hold on. Look,
I like the way he's like. I do love it when you do that. When he's like, it can't be that bad. No, Dave, it can be that bad, bro. Like. I was always the eternal optimist, like back when we were in school. So I was like, nah, man, I'm sure it'll all work out. It can't be that bad. Yes,
by
it can.
The way,
what the fuck?
Huh? Hey, how you doing, David? It's good to see you again.
Yeah, it's good to see you too, man. No, I was just talking like back when Soul and I we were in school. I was the eternal optimist. I was over here like, nah, man, everything's gonna work out. It can't be that bad. And it's like, nah. Sometimes it can be that bad, bro. Like, I never heard of this Hassan person, so I was like, how bad could he really be? I never heard of him because I know his uncle though. I know the Anna Kasparian. Is it Sink Unger? Is that how you say it?
I am trying to find that's how you say it. I'm trying to find like a super cut of this dude just saying the most deranged, quite literally like. Bro, shit,
like you mean is he like the liberal version of the InfoWars guy?
What? Yeah, think like left wing Alex Jones. Like pretty much think of that. Yeah.
Sure. Oh no.
Just like
you can't like the thing. All right, here's my thing. You can't beat Alex Jones by becoming Alex Jones. At that point, we just had two Alex Joneses in the room.
The difference is, though, like, here's the difference, right? And this could just be me. I don't take a damn thing Alex Jones says seriously. I don't think anyone does. I don't think anyone. No, I'm being so for real. I don't think anyone does. Like, I don't think anyone does. Right, I love Alex Jones simply because it's fun to listen to him go on his insane lunatic rants about whatever the fuck he be talking about. It doesn't have to make sense, you know what I mean, right? And I want to say the same thing about Hassan, but Hassan is actually serious. He means what he says, and people takes him seriously. That's kind of what I'm saying. and there's a giant.
That's
If
dangerous.
if you go to any very, very, very blue city, especially if there's a college in that city, and talk to the people under the age of like 26 and ask them, like, see, this is the cultural climate right now. Ask them. So, like, what do you think about like America? It's like a terrible, evil fucking country, and that's literally they all speak the same shit. Like they all do, like, because they've been eating this anti-American shit up for literally like a decade at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I would say, I would think it's a matter of what college you're referring to, and how that college represents itself. Because
bro, every university has just becoming an indoctrination camp for Marxism, communism, and socialism, and anti-American and anti-male. Yeah, single one. Every single one.
The reason why I say it has it is because I went to U of H. I went to
hold on. I'm about to prove what I'm saying to you. Like literally, before I show you the Hassan thing, I want to show you one thing. I want to show you how the average college educated American under like the age of 25 thinks right now. Hold on.
Oh, you mean you said under the age of 25?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Of course they're idiots. They're under the
no, not idiots. Anti-American. Like I'm about to. Or also really fucking stupid too. But like, hold on, watch this.
Yeah, but of course they're stupid. They're 25. Who the fuck? Do you remember how stupid we were when we were under the age of 25?
Okay, hold on. I think I found. Hold on, let me show you this real quick. I don't think you understand what I'm saying. You know what I mean? I understand you're doing like the devil's advocacy thing. But
it's not even
one thing to be stupid.
Like,
it's one thing to just be like dumb as fuck and a danger to nobody. It's another thing to literally be against the country you're living in and want to see it fall and collapse. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's just like they're just stupid. They're just fucking stupid. But like they're quite literally. Hold on, watch this.
Oh boy, Hassan got an article written about him on Fox News. Cheerleading for terrorism. Ooh, he got a video. Wait, is this is okay? Yeah, we've already seen every single one of these. A popular Amazon-owned platform geared towards teenagers and young adults is filled with extremist content. Well, that's true. Hassan has millions of followers, broadcast propaganda from Yemen Houthis, frame violent terrorist acts as resistance, express sympathy for extremist groups. So, oh wow, this is actually a really big one. God damn. Did not have an issue with Hezbollah, which the U.S. considers a terrorist organization. Do we like them? Do
we like them or no?
I think as a resistance group, they're pretty successful against Israel. Like,
I like what you like.
I don't have an issue with them, let's just say. But they are a terrorist organization.
I do not like them then.
Oh, you want to see a Houthi musical? Sure.
I know they're singing, but I'm seeing just guns and shoot. This isn't a music video, Hassan.
Piker platform to Houthi.
So just for context, that clip he was showing his friend, I could show it to you, is him pulling up that music video of the Houthis marching and dancing, shooting rifles in the air, talking about how they're going to kill all the fucking Americans. And Hassan's like, bro, this shit is so dope, bro. You got to watch this shit, homie. This is what he broadcast to his million. When I say the biggest motherfucker on Twitch, all day long, 14 hours a day, 7 days a week. I don't think you hear what I'm saying, Mr. Bennington.
Sympathizer with Dr. Timothy Chalamet. So, oh wow. Oh no. Like, I'm actually kind of surprised this article is
that girl was one of his I guess moderators, and then she started doing her own content, and she was like on 9/11, like September 11, she did a stream where she built a cake that looked like the Twin Towers and threw like a toy plane into it because she said that's hella. I'm not creative enough to make this shit up. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I love the way he's like, I'm not creative enough to make this shit.
This in depth. I was expecting this to just be like a paragraph or something like that. What are the comments?
I've been watching the science spew this crazy shit over the internet for years now, and it's finally kind of coming to people's attention. But I wish I could find a supercut of all the crazy.
One by one. I don't want to misquote him. What are the article is Houthi sympathizer who, a pair.
I really want to find the clip where he
his eye hole.
Hold on. No, hold on. I really want to find a clip where he was talking about fucking 9/11. Blow my mind. Biggest nigga on Twitch. Hassan, America deserves 9/11. No, I don't want people talking about. I just want to see like the actual, I don't know how to find his channel, his shit, because he's on Twitch, not on YouTube. Let me see.
Listen, he's
Well, hold on,
probably
wait.
that's
And so here
literally
we
like-
are. I'm living up to what I said about conservatives and progressives. We're having a conversation. So you said America deserved 9/11. Did you mean that?
Yeah.
I'm done watching this motherfucker, bro.
No. But I want to understand why he said it. Hold on, keep playing.
Have you lost your?
I want to hear what he said.
It's so stupid.
I really want to find the actual footage of him talking about it while he was streaming. Is this it?
This is so insane. America deserved 9/11, dude. Fuck it. I'm saying it.
We're there to partner with them. We're not there doing our own thing. We're there partnering and training
In a video
and
game.
equipping and enhancing their capabilities. So that's part of what we're doing. And the other part is just knowledge. We want to know what's happening.
Like we fucking totally brought it on ourselves, dude. Holy shit. We did. We fucking did in a video game.
I wish I could find the whole thing, but I'm not about to go on his Twitch and get that motherfucking no money, right? But what I'm saying is, when we were talking about this earlier, when the moderate people don't disavow motherfuckers like that, y'all all look crazy, and then y'all start kicking everybody else out your party because people's like, well, I don't agree with that. Well, then you're not one of us, and then they kick them out, and where did they go? And then bam, now Trump's the president. You know what I mean? That's what's gonna happen. You know, when you got dudes who for the last 8 years they were like 13, 14 years old. And then every day they log into Instagram or YouTube or Twitter or TikTok or whatever, and all they hear is men suck, patriarchy, male supremacy, all men are evil, all men are rapists. I would rather be trapped in the forest with a bear than be alone with a man. You can't come out and be like, damn, why did we get like no male votes? Like,
okay, can I provide a perspective about the whole bear and man situation? Is that a lot of women, just a lot of women have been at the mercy of men who, I put it like this.
I don't know your argument, but I could tell you why that's not a good argument, because I could defeat it with one simple question: replace man with black person. Do you support that argument still?
No.
A lot of people have been been victims of the aggression of black people, and now they would rather be trapped in a bear with a black person.
No, but what I'm saying,
Think about what I just said.
I did. I am.
It's open sexism.
I think it's a fallacy because
it's open sexism is what I'm saying.
Yeah. No, what I'm saying, I'm not disagreeing with you. What I'm saying is all three of us know a woman who has been sexually assaulted and or raped. Okay. All three dudes on this show. But every man will tell you, man, I don't know. I ain't never did no shit like that before in my life. I ain't never did no shit like that before. It's like someone's done it.
Well, yeah, but that's true for any and all crime statistics. I've been held at gunpoint by Mexicans. You know, like it's true. You know, there's always going to be a portion of whatever group or whatever people committing whatever crime, but it is no way representative of the entire population as a whole. No way. There's no way you could make the argument that it is. Because for every woman that has ever been victimized by a man, and I apologize it happened to you, but think about all the men you've met in your life that haven't done anything to you. No, seriously, just do that. Like, just think about the men who haven't done anything to you. I guarantee you one dramatically outweighs the other.
Most men have not, or at least most.
The large majority. But bro, you're talking like the amount of people who actually go and commit acts like that. You're talking about a fraction of percent of the population. Most dudes ain't. Most dudes, if I was a dude and I was stranded in the forest and some chick came across me, I'm not thinking about assaulting her. I'm like, oh, cool, man. There's somebody who can help out, man. Like somebody who can like.
Or at least no. I hope she can help out.
Yeah, I figure out what she can and can't help out with. Can you help build shelter? Can you go at least go get water or something? You know, like. You know, because I'm practical. More people means more survivability.
Right.
You know?
So by virtue, Yes. I just think
The last thing on my mind would be getting some cheeks.
I mean, that wouldn't be my immediate thought process. I'm sure it will cross my mind, but that wouldn't be the thing.
Once shit starts feeling comfortable, probably.
Yeah, right. But I think the thing is this. I think what women are saying is, that they can be at times, that men at times can be.
No, I get what they're saying. Look, if you're a girl and you just met a dude you don't know, like on a first date or any situation whatsoever, he walks up to you while you're pumping gas in your car, you're gonna be a little afraid because you don't know what this nigga's gonna do, right? Like that's just the long and short of it, right?
Yeah.
However, you can acknowledge that and not have a genuine resentment and hate of men who have done nothing to you, and that's what a lot of women have nowadays. That's what a lot of women truly have. You just go on TikTok, just listen to them talk. Like just listen to who they idolize and what they say, and it's like a genuine and like hatred. It's you know what's so funny? Like chicks would be so quick to call someone a misogynist, but have no idea what the word misandry means because they don't even know it's possible because they so you know what I mean? Like they don't even.
Well, they don't know the word. They don't know what the word misogynist means. They truly don't.
They think a misogynist is anybody who doesn't agree with them and kiss their ass.
Yeah, and that's not misogynist.
Because I've been called misogynist several times by chicks, whether it be on this podcast in real life, because they would say something like, "Well, no, that's just factually not true, though." Yeah, no, but that's just factually not true. Well, you're just such a misogynist. No, because I'm not going to sit here and listen to you say things that's just factually not true. You know, I don't care. I tell women all the time, I don't give a fuck. It's not my job to make you happy. I have a wife. Yeah. I lie to her and make her happy. You know?
And that's more than enough lies for one day.
Right.
As a matter of fact, I got married, so I don't have to lie.
Look, and before anybody leaves a comment or whatever, everybody knows what the fuck I'm talking about, man. If you have a girlfriend, especially if you live with her, there are just times when you just let shit go, bro. You just like fuck it, you know, whatever. Like
you are the baddest bitch in the room. Beyonce ain't got nothing about you. What the fuck am I talking?
Yeah, like if that's all, if I can avoid the rest of my night. No, listen, Mr. Bennington, you know what I'm saying is true. If I can avoid the rest of my night being unpleasant, I'm just
telling you that, man, you got the fattest ass ever. I know you can twerk. She can't move a month.
Now, actually, no, I'm gonna keep that to myself. No.
Huh? No, I'm serious.
Never mind. No, never mind. But I do want to show something. This is what I mean by refusing to disavow, and this is the perfect segue. Because it breaks my heart because I'm this man's biggest fan.
Ooh.
But Neil deGrasse Tyson has lost his damn mind.
What? What do you mean?
I'm about to show you. It was what I said about when the left refuses to disavow. Like Neil deGrasse Tyson has lost his damn mind. Watch this.
What did Neil deGrasse Tyson do?
Should I play the whole conversation? Nah.
How long is the whole conversation?
It's probably like 20 minutes. You know, we got a lot of stuff to get through.
Yeah.
I gotta farm you for a lot of content, Mr. Benson. I gotta
he's been on Bill Maher playing songs. Yeah.
Understand why the NBA team can't beat the Lakers. So I don't know. You're the guy who doesn't understand why the NBA team can't beat the Lakers. So I don't know. You're supposed to be the scientist, and you couldn't even admit that.
Wait, what? During the real-time show, he would not admit that the WNBA could not beat the Lakers. No way.
Scientific American. The magazine. I remember when it was around when I
grew up with it. Yeah.
Grew up with it. Yeah. Well, their editor had to quit.
That's bad.
You saw this.
Yeah, I heard about it because she expressed some opinions. Right. Yeah.
Okay. Right, sure, but it sure didn't sound scientific. It didn't sound like the person I would want to be running Scientific American.
Okay.
It was a rant on Twitter. I apologize to younger voters that my Gen X is so full of fucking fascists. Okay. I'm not.
Okay. I'm not a gasket right there.
I'm not for.
Right. Yeah.
I'm not for canceling anybody on either side.
Yeah.
So But here's what I think is the scandal. Right. This is in Scientific American.
Yeah.
Less than a year ago. Inequity between male and female athletes is the result not of inherent biological differences between the sexes, but of biases in how they are treated in sports. That's nuts. And it sure ain't scientific, and it's in Scientific American. That's why the Democrats lost the election. It's true.
He's right. It's not funny.
I'm agreeing with the fucking hippie, but hold on, keep listening though. I'm agreeing with the hippie, not the scientist. The hippie. Hold on, wait. But let's. Oh my god, what the fuck is happening right now? He's a fucking hippie. Okay, I missed a minute.
I hate this man so much, but no, but I'm still listening.
Oh, he's a fucking hippie.
You really don't.
You know, every 20 minutes on your platform, you come up with another reason why the Democrats lost. You already have the answer. They lost the election. So anything you say is why they did it.
First of all, you don't watch this show, so you don't know that. I know you don't, and it's okay.
That was pretty slick. I'm not even gonna lie.
You talk as if you do, and you fucking don't. And that's okay. Just don't bullshit me. That's the one thing people can't ever do on the show is bullshit me. Engage with the idea here. What I'm asking is, Scientific American is saying that the reason why an WNBA team can't beat the Lakers is because of societal bias.
What you're saying is not Scientific American says that. An editor for Scientific American says that, who no longer has the job. So don't indict a 70-year-old magazine because somebody
this is called.
I disagree with that. They're a publisher. Everything that they publish is assumed to be representing their viewpoint. That's the difference between a platform and a publisher. That's why Facebook can get away with having bullshit on it, but Scientific American couldn't. They fired her, though? Yeah, after they approved the article and published it. Did they fire her for that article, or did they fire her for something unrelated?
Printing something.
You know, I have to say one thing about Asmongold.
No. That's literally that doesn't even feel fair because
he has a point. Listen, he had a point. As much of a slovenly, unkempt, disgusting troglodyte Asmongold is, the guy is a straight animal. You know, he lives like a straight animal. And he wouldn't take any offense to anything I'm saying. Sometimes he drops real nuggets of wisdom because he's right. Yeah, you can say they fired her for the article, but they ultimately did approve the article. And he knows what he's talking about because he doesn't work for a publisher. He puts video on a platform where anybody can say anything. So YouTube's not responsible for a damn thing he says or does, or Twitch or any other place he puts, because it's a platform. Publishers have to approve what they put out.
Well, but also this was a publisher approving what she is saying. Like this isn't someone else saying this and then it got published. This is literally the publisher saying that. It would be like saying,
wait, was she the publisher?
Yeah, she was the publisher.
The publisher
is
saying Scientific American.
Yeah, the publisher of Scientific America published this article. This would be like saying J.K. Rowling.
Where did it say that?
That's literally what they just said in the video, and I'm trying to say this is like J.K. Rowling writing "I hate trans people" said by Hermione Granger, and then Emma Watson, and then people attribute it to Emma Watson. No, that was J.K. Rowling. That wasn't Emma Watson.
J.K. Rowling did she say that?
No. I'm using that as an example. Like that's. But the publisher, go back and watch the video.
Yeah, I'm trying to find where.
Scientific American.
He would not admit that the WNBA could not beat the Lakers. No way.
Scientific American. The magazine. I remember when it was around when I
grew up with it. Yeah.
Grew up with it.
Yeah.
Well, their editor had to quit.
That's bad.
No, she's one of the editors, not the publisher.
Oh, okay. One editor. Sorry.
Yeah. But but she is high up on the thing. But nevertheless, she still did it. And someone like editor or not, that still has to go. Like, there's so many systems of checks and balances and stuff like that to not do false reporting, that by time you give it to you're the journalist, you give it to the editor looks over it, cool. Then the editor gives it to the publishers, which is like the big people you probably never fucking see probably. And then they look over and go, okay, cool. And then they publish it. So there was still a system of check before her. They let that shit go because they didn't care. Then it got backlash. And then it was like, you gotta go. That's what happened. They weren't against what she said. Like, hold on, wait.
Printing something
did they fire her for that article, or did they fire her for something unrelated?
Printing something
because someone enters the cesspool that is social media, and then
it's not social media; it's an article.
Participates in that exchange. So
why can't you
let's
just
talk about science?
Why can't you just say this is not scientific, and Scientific American should do better?
Well, does she still have her job?
No. Not because of this. I said the scandal is not her tweet. The
Because
scandal,
that was like a year ago, was it?
Yeah.
Which one was a year ago?
I think a year ago, women still couldn't beat men
Yeah.
in basketball or any other sport. And it wasn't because of society.
Yeah.
You don't see a
By the way,
problem here.
long distance swimming, women might actually have the advantage. You can look into that. Yeah.
Maybe long distance swimming,
Yeah.
yes. Okay.
Yeah.
What about everything else?
I've looked into it. Yeah.
He's so weird. It's so funny.
Well, I'm going to
Yeah.
file you under part of the problem.
And you should, because this is what I mean by refusal to disavow. I could show you so many more clips like this, like when like it goes super mega ultra fucking viral that like that men are useless in society. What does The View do? You got a bunch of women on The View hop on this show and talk about how stupid and useless their husbands are, and their husbands are millionaires. And instead of just being like, we probably shouldn't insult the entire male population constantly, nonstop. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. Zion is like a mega terrorist, refuse to disavow him, stuff like that. It's the refusal to disavow. This man knows that LeBron James is going to fuck up some 5'9" WNBA player 1v1.
LeBron James or Caitlin Clark?
Huh?
LeBron James or Caitlin Clark?
LeBron James is going to win, right? I'm not saying Caitlin's not nice. I'm saying LeBron's going to win. We know he's going to win. No team in the WNBA will beat any team in the fucking NBA. It's not going to fucking happen, right? They
give me the best. Give me the best WNBA team, and I'm going to give you the Pistons. And I'm going to say,
not even that. You give me the best WNBA, and I can say this confidently because this has happened several times. You give me the best team in the WNBA, they will lose to the national champion high school boys team. You know how I know that? Because they did. Just like the U.S. soccer team for women, the people who won the girls who won the World Cup, lost to high schoolers.
Yeah.
So
lost to literal children.
So when Neil deGrasse Tyson, who I know knows the answer, all you have to simply do is right here in front of this camera, live in front of millions of people, say, "Well, yeah, that's silly. Women can't fuck with men in sports. That's why we separate them." But you refuse to do it, and just to try to win an argument, you say something. Well, women tend to do a little better at long distance swimming. Oh, okay.
What does that mean, nigga? Like, what are you talking about?
It's like, okay. Do you feel
like you said? What about the other sports?
It's the refusal to disavow. Hey, thank you for coming back, Carl. It's the refusal to disavow, Mr. Bennington. This is all. I'm trying to help your side. This is all you guys got to do to win the next election. No, all men aren't evil or rapists, and they don't all suck, and they're not all terrible people. No, men can't get pregnant. No, we should not. Like we should. The whole bathroom fucking discussion is fucking stupid. No, we should not let people who are guys, but start taking estrogen pills, fight women in cages, or play tennis against them, or swim against them, or wrestle against them, or play basketball with them, because that's just fucking silly, right? Very, very easy things to do, but they don't. I don't know. You got to answer why they don't do that.
I would say that most do. The problem is that's not what's heard. It's not. It's kind of the same thing.
No, it's not. I could pull up everything from CNN, MSNBC, NBC, The View, all the major left-wing platforms never ever disavow this ever.
No, what I'm saying.
And matter of fact, they go further than not only do they not disavow it, they tell you you're a sexist, racist, homophobic, transphobic, bigot, and anti-science or whatever.
Okay, I was gonna say
they can't even answer what a woman is. Go and ask them. Ask somebody on your side. Like, hey, so what's a woman?
Yeah. Okay. Well, what I was trying to say is the people.
I ain't making shit up. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Yeah, the people who are the people who would disavow this, they're never on TV. They will never be on TV. You're not going to catch like me on TV saying, "Well, I mean, I completely disagree with all those things." But the people who would say those things are on TV, and it's sensationalized on both sides of the party. I mean, on both political parties. Like people, like Republicans who say crazy things that have no business being said, they exist. Like they exist and they get broadcasted on the air all the time. That's
I feel
not
like you're
indicative of
deliberately
most Republicans.
trying to not understand the point I'm making.
No, I literally did. I'm just saying that the people who would disavow it aren't on TV. They're not the ones on TV. They're not the ones like Bernie Sanders isn't on TV saying, "Hey, there are things that we should be focusing on," and they're just not focusing on it. Like Ralph Nader isn't on TV. Ralph Nader isn't on TV. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Professor, what's going on?
Hello, sir.
What's going on, baby?
What's going on, man?
Let me show. How you doing, Mr. David Bennington?
How you doing? How you doing?
Yeah, I just fuck with the names. I fuck with the names every week. It's just Soul Fist, bro. What's going on? My homie crew said you want to come through. You got some opinions and stuff, you know. So like, how much of the conversation have you? How much of the conversation have you heard so far?
I literally just came in at the end and I heard Bernie Sanders' name and it threw me for a loop. So give me updated if you don't mind.
All right.
Just on the foundation.
Mr. Benson, you want to do a little catch up real quick for him?
Yeah. Neil deGrasse Tyson was on the Bill Maher show, right? And he was saying things that are just factually incorrect. And Sophist was saying that a lot of liberals a lot of moderate liberals do not what would you say?
Well, the point I was getting to was that the moderate liberals the reason why they lost the election, the reason why they're going to keep losing is because they refuse to disavow the crazy people who sprout all this fringe shit that's like anti-male and like all this weird shit all over the internet. And then they never say anything about it, and they never disavow it, and they just let it run free and spread, and then they realize why they keep losing people from their party from every demographic every year nonstop. It's because they don't disavow the crazy people. And as a matter of fact, they'll take it further, and instead of disavowing the crazy people, they'll start calling you racist, sexist, homophobic.
They'll put them on a pedestal. They'll give them
yeah.
But I agree with you wholeheartedly 100%, but we need those type of people. I mean, we need those type of people so we can be able to point at those people and say, common sense ain't so common no more. You understand what I'm saying? But there has to be a split, a divide, or it'll be biased. It'll be biased. You have to have another side to have their opinion as well as your opinion. So you get good and bad out of the situation. But what we don't want is a totalitarian party running around here making all of the rules and
that's what they got though, bro. That's what they got though. That's what they got. Like they lost everything.
That's what we got now. I mean, they lost the House, the Senate in the House. We Senate, the House, and we got presidency. But even still, our founding fathers put a clause in the Constitution. They were so smart. They seen 1,000 years ahead. It's a beautiful thing. They still don't. They still have. Even if they go to the Senate and they pass a bill through the House and it goes to the Senate, you still can't have majority vote. It still has to be a split vote. It's still gonna be a vote that's not you say majority populated by the Republicans. So the Democrats are gonna have a vote too.
Yeah, no. I agree with you because
it's not about agreeing. That's literally how it is. There's no way that that the Republicans can come in and just pass a bill and it goes maybe through executive order, maybe. But even if they could, we saying the same thing. Yeah, we saying the same thing. Right?
Yeah, no, for fact, no, you're right. That's why I tell people all the time is like that's not how that. There's no way to monopolize it. It literally just doesn't.
You can't monopolize it. You can't. Yeah. Democracy does not. You're right. It doesn't work that way. Because they seen it. They foreseen it. I mean, these guys. They literally studied. This is all they did. They literally studied fallen societies and why they felt communist societies. I mean, Zionist societies. I mean, you guys were just talking about Zionism, and it was so perfect. And what wasn't perfect, they went in and they nitpicked it. And how did they get it right the first time and spawned? I mean, hundreds of civilizations that adopted a constitution, and that has been thriving ever since. I mean, you got to give credit where credit due. I mean, you got to give credit where credit is due. I mean, the formation of the Constitution of the United States was probably one of the most profound world events that occurred. I mean, I know we're getting far from politics, but I just had to address that with the.
Wait, no, we
I
talk
mean,
about a little bit of.
it's not perfect. It's not a perfect system, but everybody wants it. Everybody wants it. That's perfect to me. Right.
Yeah, no. So we talk about a lot here on the SOULCast. So we don't usually stay on pot. That's actually something I wanted to show you, Mr. Bennett. I'm gonna do after this. But it's good that you showed up here because we're gonna play this little clip right here, and then we're gonna go from there. And then I'm gonna put it to the stage so everybody can see it. This is like a follow-up after that. I like Piers Morgan.
You've already given the best argument I've heard. You've already given the best argument I've heard for why we separate the sexes.
Neil deGrasse Tyson was supposed to be.
Hang on, Neil. If Floyd Mayweather fought a woman boxer, a female woman boxer,
hey, I didn't get the clip. What did he say? I mean,
same weight division.
I did.
Oh, so in the previous clip, he was talking to Bill Maher. And Neil deGrasse Tyson, for some reason, just refused.
Piers Morgan, super left liberal. Just so you know, I mean, you got to watch the type of news that you consume. I consume the left and the right news. CNN,
I consume
Fox
a little
News
bit
to
of everything.
MSNBC. I mean, I watch them all. But you got to watch guys that are. I mean, he's literally.
No, we watch. Trust me, I watch a little bit of everything. I'm only bringing this clip up for the point of the conversation, not that this clip represents the SOULCast in any way.
I haven't seen this clip. I literally haven't seen this clip. I follow Neil, and I haven't seen this clip.
But so check this out.
Females should compete against men in sports.
Hang on, Neil. If Floyd Mayweather fought a woman boxer, a female woman boxer, who was the same weight division, he would annihilate her. That's why we don't let it happen. And in fact, in the Paris Olympics, the winner of one of the women's boxing competitions, one of the females who took her on. But my point is that I just think that, if you don't mind me saying, I say this respectfully because I love you, but it just seems to me like you've dug yourself into a slight hole on this issue, and you're trying to get out of it. And now you're suggesting slightly mad cat theories, whereas the science to me is obvious. You've already given the best argument I've heard. For why we separate the sexes.
Hold on. You
because you have to. It's not a political issue.
What I said was the idea of creating categories within a sport, splitting them in the example I gave, which I just made it up, like hormone ratios, is not fundamentally weird compared to dividing wrestlers by weight.
No,
because
it is.
The only reason why you do this is to make an interesting contest.
No, Neil, you're wrong.
And so you said Floyd Mayweather fight. Hold on.
I mean, it's not. It's not. Do you guys? You mind if I say something? Do we want to sit and bicker like?
Body mass, all those things. If you just take one criteria of hormones, you're not allowing all that. I'll give an example. Caitlyn Jenner.
Yeah, we're sitting on both sides of the aisle and we're arguing about this issue. We have a clear, definite solution. The punks, let the punks fight each other based on their hormone levels. And let's get to the economy. I mean, we don't got time for that. I mean, shit is only in America, man. Let the punks fight each other.
Yeah, no, I feel you, but hold on. Just let the clip play first, and then we'll get into the discussion and stuff after that, though.
After she transitioned, she was allowed to play off the women's tees, which are 50 yards further than the men's tees. And she quickly realized that she was still smashing it 300 yards down, and obviously was then beating all the women that she played. So she now plays back off the male tees because her biology is that of a man. And I feel that was the most honest way to deal with it. I also feel that if you want to have a separate category.
Yo, fuck. Hey, yo, Sean, where'd your guy go? And what was up with him?
Oh, I'm not sure where Ronnie went.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to him, but I was trying to understand what Neil deGrasse Tyson was saying.
Yeah, I was too, but like he just I don't know. He I don't know, bro.
Yeah,
that was
bizarre. But here's the thing, right? I've never argued that I don't understand where why people are saying we lost. As a matter of fact, I agree with you. What I'm saying,
Your people ain't saying you lost. Your people are saying she
yeah,
ran
what
a
I'm
flawless
saying is
campaign. What are you talking about?
yeah, what I'm saying is that a lot of times, we get how do I say, we get unfairly characterized, and I see this on both sides of the party. I see this once again. I see this on both political parties because Republicans get called bigots and racist, and I'm like, I know Republicans who would never do those types of things. Now, does are there a little more Ku Klux Klan members in the Republican Party than I feel comfortable with? Sure, but it is concerning. I'm not suggesting that's not. But do I believe that every Republican is a bigot and a racist by virtue of being a Republican?
So, Ms.
No.
Benson, so I get the sentiment of what you're saying, but the difference is any major like right wing platform will outright say, yeah, no, we disavow that, like in a heartbeat, like so quick, so fast. Don't attach me to that. Fuck them. They crazy. You know what I mean? What I'm saying is the left needs to do that too if they ever want to win another election. You know what I mean? And it's the refusal to disavow. It's the fact that Neil deGrasse Tyson got on and said, well, you know, well, I know we separate sports by gender, but what if we separated them by hormone levels? You know, what if we tested hormone levels and see people compete with certain levels? Neil, we already do this. When they do weigh-ins and shit, they test their hormone levels to see if they're on steroids. It's just you're trying so hard to not disavow. You're making yourself sound crazy, and I know you're not.
May I, Soultron? I think you're missing the point of. First of all, he's an acclaimed astrophysicist. 10 years at a PhD, failed at it one time, got it his second time. It's a beautiful thing. You're missing the point of what he's saying. He said you have to test the hormones because the hormones, you can be umped up. These fucking females are umped up on all of this testosterone. So you separate just like weight classes, you separate these punks and you let them fight each other based on their levels of hormone. So it won't be anybody has an advantage over anyone. Right. So they'll pair up based on hormones.
No, and I agree with that.
You can't agree. You can't agree. You just told Bandits and you didn't agree in that that somebody should disembowel it.
I agree because
it's logical.
That wasn't the point I was making. That wasn't the point I was making. I agree with you because I say we already do that. They test hormones when they test for steroids. He wasn't he wasn't talking about that
they
to just make sure. Wait, hold on, man. So like the reason why he brought that up wasn't to say to like test for steroids or whatever they do test for. The reason he brought it up was to test to see what the amount of testosterone and oxygen in each competitor. But under no circumstances, I don't care how much estrogen and testosterone they got in their system, should we allow women to fight men? Because a 120-pound man would beat the dog shit out of a 120-pound woman.
Yes, no, that is objectively true.
Obviously, we know the answer to that question, though. Those are the obvious questions. Obviously, we're not going to allow Floyd Mayweather to get in the ring with Layla Ali. It would be decimation. It would be decimation on screen. But we already know the answer to that question. But now we have a deeper answer to the question. These fucking punks, these men want to compete with these women want to compete with men and men want to compete with women. So how do we get to the root how do we get to the solution and not another problem? That's what we need to be creating solutions to the problem, not more argument. We can argue all day or we can create a solution. And that's what we do in politics. That's what the left and the right does. They could easily solve the border. They could easily solve inflation. They could easily solve China and Taiwan. They could easily solve Ukraine. They could easily solve the Middle East. But it's this divide and this bickering and this arguing that's driving us the furthest apart. And the communists got it right. The communists got it right with one thing. Mm-hmm. Whatever the fuck Stalin said, it went. And it was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Somebody got to get in there. They got to put their foot down and stop this divide and this arguing. They're gonna say, hey, it's no more left and it's no more right. It's no more left or right issues. There are only issues. Simple as that. disembowel the left and the right, and the problems in there. I mean, simple as
I
that.
hear what you're saying. Hold on, I hear what you're saying, but every single example of communism that's ever hit this planet has been a colossal failure. Like every single one.
It's not. No, it hasn't. No, it hasn't. No, it hasn't. I'm gonna give you an example. I'm gonna give you an example that you should know. I mean, what was Hitler's Germany modeled after?
National socialism. Hold on, give me 1 second. My wife's calling me.
National socialism, but no. When you look at the aspects of I mean, he had a little bit of capitalism, socialism. He had a little bit of fascism. I mean, he incorporated everything. They hated him. They hated this guy. And I mean, if you really study the moves he made, he took Germany from the ruins. I mean, oh my God, when they signed the worst deal in the history of deals. I mean, nobody could have signed a deal worse than what Germany got. And it drove inflation through the roof to the point where, I mean, oh my God, the Jews had to come in and take over and destroy Germany. They totally destroyed Germany. Can you hear me, Bennington? Can you hear me, Bennington?
Yeah, I'm listening. I'm listening to you.
They didn't cut me off. They cut me off.
No, you're fine.
Okay, but no, follow me. Just follow me for a second. When people hear Hitler's name, they run. They run. He was a monster. He was one of the worst and egregious creatures on earth. We can agree with that. But we can also agree that there are aspects of Germany that flourish like no other. Germany never seen a rise to power so captivating. And I'm not giving credit to Hitler. I'm not giving credit to Hitler. I'm not giving credit to Hitler. Don't do that. We're not going to do that. But
I'll do whatever I want. This is wait. This is my show, so I interject when I feel like it. That has to be understood first and foremost.
I was listening.
No,
yeah, so just like
I'm listening.
What? When I speak, I speak. That just has to be understood. I mean, you know what I mean. So I don't mind hearing everybody's opinions, and I was definitely hearing what you're saying. I was just right outside the door. The only point I'm making is like there could be aspects of something that works, but ultimately that doesn't mean like you should in any way like give credit to the whole movement as a whole. Movements like Nazism, or which is just National Socialism.
What is communism? What is communism? What is communism? Okay, tell me what communism is, or your interpretation of what communism is.
It's not my interpretation. I give you the definition. Communism, which is basically just socialism, is when a nation owns the assets, the means of the production and the distribution of all of a nation's assets, which means nobody owns anything but the government. The government owns everything and decides where it goes and who gets it, and who deserves what and who needs what. That's what it is. There is no
right.
There is no free market. There is no like trade. There's no anything. It's
so like, tell me, if implicated right, how could this grandiose plan Marx it? I mean, if Marx was around, Karl Marx was around. Let me finish. I know what you're. Let me finish. If Karl Marx, you finish every time if Karl Marx was around, I mean, it has to be done genuinely. I mean, think about this plan. There'll be no poor. There'll be no way. I mean, in America, I mean, they worked for it, they earned it. I love Jeff Bezos, I love Elon Musk. But the top 8% own damn near 90% of the wealth in America. That's, I mean, it shouldn't be this way. And why should you have enough money that you would never be able to spend in 2 or 3 lifetimes? Elon Musk could have spent $20,000 from the time the pyramids was built to now, and it wouldn't even be 2% of his wealth. He earned it. I mean, I love America. I love what we're doing here. But there's no way in the world that this man should have all this money, and he's a genuine guy. And there are people starving on the streets. There are people strung out on drugs. There are people who don't have homes to go to. There are single mothers who wait in the line and wait in this housing line for 9 months. Let me get it out, please. This is the last thing. And wait in this housing line for 9 months. And you can't tell me that when you study communism, and you study this distribution of wealth among the wealthy. And you're just not saying the government doesn't just own it. There is property. They distribute the property based on the needs of society, right? We just haven't had a great, I mean, Come on, man. Look at the examples that we had. I gave you the best one we had. When you know Hitler is the best example of and I'm not saying Hitler is communism. I mean, he had a mix of all four, and that's a model we should be willing to accept. We hate communism. We shouldn't hate anything. I mean, the Brits hated us. Every war that's been fought after the Civil War has been done with hate. I mean, we got to stop that. We got to stop looking at.
Hey, so like, I feel where you're coming from. This isn't the first time I've had this conversation, by the way. I've had this conversation with a lot of people. There's just some questions.
The intellectual like this. I study this stuff literally.
But no. I just want to ask you a couple of questions. Like, so just based off what you're saying.
Yes, sir.
I don't even know if I really want to go into this because this could take all.
Now, let's go in. Let's go into it because I didn't think communism was obviously every time it's been implemented, it's been a major failure. But I mean, we've never had a George Washington implement communism. We've never had Thomas Jefferson implement. We've never had James Madison. I mean, we are talking about really genuine guys, really genuine who crafted a constitution. I mean, that was perfect. That was damn near. That was damn near Jesus Christ.
I get where you're coming from, but there's just a few things. Okay. The reason why I'm confident in saying the reason why we never had this benevolent communist figure you're talking about is because communism as an ideology holds absolutely no security or safeguards to stop someone from becoming a dictator. There's nothing that can stop them because they have all of the power. So, like, at that point, that's just like depending on the kindness of a monster. Say, hey, you have all the power in the world, and I trust you to use it responsibly. I would never, ever trust anybody in the world with anything like that. I don't know nobody good enough for that. I know I'm not. So I'm not about to say anybody else is. I don't know anybody good enough for that. But also, no, I honestly, God,
but you do. You trust the FDA that regulates your food. You trust the aerodynamics company that regulates the planes that you ride on. You trust.
No, I don't.
Are you on an encrypted device right now? You trust the government.
No,
my point exactly. My point proven. I mean, you have enough trust to give what you want to trust.
Well,
right?
that doesn't necessarily prove your point because first off, you're assuming a lot of things about me.
It does because
hold on, you have to let me talk on my show, man. Like
what's going on?
Right.
Like, all right. So what I'm saying is, I don't trust anybody that much with anything. I'm not left or right or anything. I'm actually very anti. If it was my perfect world, there would be no government. There'll be no anything. It'll be dog eat dog, winner takes all. Take whatever the fuck you want. But I don't.
I'm anti that. But yes.
Yeah. But I don't espouse my world.
I mean, he beat Genghis Khan. He basically beat Genghis Khan. I mean, you say, oh, yeah, I don't know you, but I know you. I study people.
Genghis Khan's one of my heroes. Genghis Khan's one of my heroes. So if I could just put it down to a simple,
I think Genghis Khan is really worse than Hitler. I mean, that statement right there. I mean, geez.
Sure. But everybody could get it with Genghis Khan. Hitler targeted.
I mean, Genghis Khan was a great man. Genghis Khan was a great man.
No. Genghis Khan lived in a more natural world. The world Genghis Khan lived in. So here's the one thing I realized and understand about the world. The way I would want the world to be would never fucking exist because we already live in a world with societies and government. Genghis Khan lived in a more natural world where it was just the law of the land and whoever had the biggest stick was in charge. We're never going to go back to that. But in that day and age, nobody was good, nobody was evil, nobody was bad, nobody was righteous. It was just, bro, kill or be killed and survive. The point I'm making is in today's day and age, the system that I live under here in America is the only system I don't have to participate in if I don't want to. You don't have to participate in the system. You can if you want to, you can literally go homeless, or you could go out in the woods and live in the commune and grow your own food. You don't have to do anything. But if you do participate in the system, then you have to pay into it. That's what our taxes are. That's fine. But even with that being stated, nobody could come into my house and tell me I have too many bottles of water or too many pillows on my bed because I can buy all the capital I want as long as I have the resources for it. That's capitalism. Nobody's in charge of what I can or can't get, but nobody's also in charge of what I do and don't make. So it's a very sink or swim system, and I prefer it that way as opposed to somebody telling me what I have to do all the time. And if you don't do what they tell you, you get pulled out to the back of the woods and shot in the head and buried. That's all that communism leads to, bro, because the person just has too much fucking power. Like, that's what it has led to every single time. And let me ask you, do you know the fundamental difference between a capitalistic society and a communistic society? Do you know the one fundamental difference? There's only really one difference. You want to know what it is? Okay, I'll just tell you. In a capitalist society, let's say you, Professor MC, you go out there, and I'm gonna be hyperbolic. I'm gonna exaggerate to make the point, but let's say you go and you hunt 100 deer, right? You go out there with your rifle, you got your bullets, you kill 100 deer, boom, 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 and you carry all that deer back to your village, right? We're like in the old days. You go kill all that deer, you got all that deer back to your village. You can do a variety of things with that. One, you could keep it all for yourself because you hunted it, it's your deer. Or you could sell it for profit. You hunted it, it's your deer. You can give it away for charity. You hunted it, it's your deer. In a communist society, you go and hunt that deer, and all the value of your labor is then given to the government, and the government decides what happens to that deer. To me, that system is fundamentally evil. Fundamentally. Because you have no freedom.
You know what that system sounds like?
You're exaggerating the control at Bennington. I do want to hear your opinion on it. I want to hear your opinion on it, Bennington.
You know what that shit sound like to me? And so you and I were both in this system. You know what that sound like to me? That sounds like the military.
What?
Yeah.
Because in the military we had
military is very socialistic. It is. It's very socialistic.
No, but here's the thing. That was a means of our survival.
Mm-hmm.
Like we had to rely upon.
We had
to make sure.
You're a Christian religious man
in the military. Made me very against the system.
Who say again?
Not necessarily religious. I was raised religious. Right now, I don't really know where I'm at. But I'm not. It's not that I don't believe. I just know I don't follow the rules of religion, so I don't claim
it. Yeah, I'm not. I'm not atheist or
Mm-hmm.
agnostic. I just don't claim. I was raised as a Christian. I just don't claim.
Right, because I don't live the way a Christian's supposed to live. I know I don't. You know, I know I don't live the way a Christian's supposed to live. So right, and maybe one day I'll get closer to faith or something. Maybe I never will, or who knows? I don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let me make ask a broader question. Do you believe there's a God in the sky that created us, that controls good and evil, and pulls the strings like a puppet of the world? Simple as that.
I don't believe in good and evil as concepts, but as opposed to a higher power that created everything, I'm not against the idea. I kind of do believe there is a higher power that created everything, but that's based off my knowledge and understanding of science and of where it is right now, where energy and matter can't be created or destroyed.
You have a degree? You a scientist? You a scientist?
I'm not a
you're not even a scientist. You got your degree in?
No. I'm not a scientist. I'm just saying my knowledge of, and just from the information I consume, because I love to learn. I love chemistry. I love physics. I love astrophysics. So, but just my understanding is that energy and matter can't be created or destroyed. They only be transformed. But we live in a world made out of energy and matter, which can't be created. So my thought process goes, it has to come from somewhere. So I'm not against the idea of a higher power.
Oh, I've never been the world. The universe works too well in order for it to be random. So
all things that can go wrong will go wrong. Actually, I mean, there's over 1 million stars that are going through a supernova right now. In about 100,000 years' time, the Andromeda galaxy it'll be on. It'll damn near be about maybe let's say 1 million years from colliding with our Milky Way galaxy. So all things that can go wrong will go wrong. And if you see a God in that, our sun becoming a red hot giant, engulfing the whole Milky Way. And I mean, if you see a God in that, that's beautiful. But I'm going to get back to my question. I asked you that because do you think that should a man put aside his pride for the greater good of his village, of the nation? Okay, you got a village where 50 people are productive, but you have 50 people who are strung out on drugs. I mean, who just in the streets or who don't have should those people succumb to that? Just because a man went and hunted 100 deer and he wanted to take all of the labor, he should. He hunted the deer, he should. But should he? When this can be distributed, and it's done right, and this can be distributed, and everyone can eat. Everyone can eat. I mean, you can eat for a multitude of days with 100 deer, but you can also take 20 of those deer, and that's basically what communism does. You're really exaggerating communism. They come and they based on the needs of society, not based on the needs of one fucking selfish man who has $300 billion who won't even give $1 to a fucking homeless woman on the street.
Right. So
who's strung out on crack, who isn't an intellectual. We are intellectuals. We can have these conversations, but some people can't even I mean,
Right,
and we owe it to them.
I'll answer your question.
You get
honestly.
what I'm saying?
No, I'll answer your question honestly. Should that man
Honestly answer it. Don't
no.
honestly
I'll
answer it.
honestly.
Come on,
Should that man help people less fortunate than him? Right? You say he got 100 there. He can give away 20 of them and still have 80, and everybody else can eat. Right? Should he do that? My answer to that is if he feels like it. I don't believe in ever forcing anybody to ever do anything. I think if you want to be selfish, be selfish. I think if you want to be charitable, be charitable. I don't believe in the concept of like.
Explain it to me, please.
I'll explain it. I don't believe in concepts, or not that I don't believe. I know they exist. I don't preach or participate or practice in concepts like the greater good because I don't put myself in a position to be able to make that decision for anybody but myself. Like my friends and family might trust me to make some decisions. I'll do that for them, but I don't think I'm in a position to make a decision for the whole world as a whole. And also, I'm fundamentally against forcing people to do things they don't want to do. If I don't want to help you, I don't have to. And I don't think there's nothing wrong with that.
Okay, then we should. Okay, then now we have to look at this this difference between good and evil. You said it's a concept. It's just a concept, but it's not from the dawn of time. Damn near back when Lucy was on that peninsula and we just hopped off the tree about 1.5 million years ago. There have been these concepts known as good and evil. Okay, why does this happen? Because of this. Yeah. Why does this happen? Because of this. So you have to examine it. Why would a man want to be a selfish? And if he is a selfish man, that's indicative of his character. A selfish man will be a hateful man. A hateful man will be a killer. A killer will be a tyrant. And you know where that goes. And you know exactly what. It's not an argument. It's not an argument. You can look at history.
I will make I will form the position that perhaps that is a good thing. Because here's the thing, right? If you force someone to be good, you can't know if they're ever good. Yeah. So if I'm forcing you to be charitable, I don't know if that's who you truly are. Hold on.
Communism isn't forcing you. That's like us saying that the Constitution is forcing us to have free speech. No, this is the way that this is the way that that a government is established. So basically, we can look at it like this. Thomas Jefferson and Hancock and all these guys who were present during the time, they were dictators, right? Because they wrote up this Constitution for America, and they said, "This is how it's gonna be." You don't have no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I mean, you tried to succeed. You guys in the South tried to succeed.
Man, it's Professor Anthony. After this, you got Instagram or something, man?
Yeah, I'm very avid on. I do these type of conversations. I'm glad.
And on this chat right here on your phone, there should be a private chat. If you could put your tag in there, I'll take it. I'll follow you. I'll DM you because because on the SOULCast we do a lot of topics. We topic hop, right? And we've been on this one for like over an hour. But I'm loving this debate. I want to invite you back and have the discussion. You know what I mean? Like, I want to invite you back later and we could do this one-on-one. We get to have the discussion because I know I could tell you have a lot you want to say. And I can tell you're passionate about what you're saying. Man, tell us about yourself. What do you do? What do you do? You say you active online. What do you do?
Yeah, okay. So I'm a content creator. I'm big on spreading history because I believe history. It will repeat itself over and over and over again if you don't document it. So I like to create documentaries surrounding mass shootings. I don't know. It's a spectacle, but I also love science. I'm an associate in science from HCC. I follow science avidly, and I believe it's going to take us to the next level because I believe in about 100 years' time, religion will be obscure. It'll go extinct, just like Rome. Just like
it kind of already is starting to do that.
And that's what I'm pushing. And if you see what I'm doing here at the Promised Land, it's a beautiful thing. I'm sitting on 15 acres out here in Conroe, and what we do is we bring people in, people from every race, people different, every background, every ethnicity, and we've had some successes and we had some failures. But we bring them here, and we don't revolutionize you, we revolutionize the mind. We give you years time, no bills paid, and we do this for a lot of different people. And it's been a beautiful thing. And I document the process. I mean, I'm gonna give you my Instagram, and we can have many intellectual conversations. This is one thing that's number one on my list, to spread this knowledge to me and your people. It's our job. Like, even though you don't think it's yours, my homeboy, my twin, he don't think it's his, but it is. I mean, we got to this point to where we're able to think outside the box, think not kill, steal, drug, rape, and all of this shit that our people are perpetuating. It's not us. I mean, we're the best.
I do want to say one thing though.
Best.
And Miss Bennett, obviously he can speak for himself, but I do want to say one thing. I'm the very anarchist one. I'm the one that makes argument. I'll make argument from either side, because at the end of the day, I'm just interested.
Yeah. I do the former or the latter. I'm former or the latter. I mean, I have these conversations so that no one will be too biased about. I mean, if you argue Trump, I'm going to argue Kamala, even though I'm an advert conservative. I mean, it's just how it goes. You have to have opposition.
I'm probably more conservative, more libertarian than conservative, probably. I would probably say.
Okay. So let me get a quick rundown. I mean, you're for killing a baby in the 6-month late-term abortion. You're for sanctuary cities and sanctuary laws.
They gotta go. They all gotta go. They gotta go. They gotta go, bro. They gotta.
Are you as libertarian as you think? Are you as libertarian as you think you are? I mean, libertarian is a very, broad term that doesn't encompass. I mean, you're way over here to the left. I mean, when you can be in the middle, you can be a moderate and lean either way. But now you're libertarian. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, hold on. So everybody knows I'm the furthest thing from being on the left. But I want to help the left. You know what I mean? No. I want to help the left. So I get on.
They don't deserve your help. They don't want it. They don't want it. They don't want it. They don't want it.
Well, they may
don't
not want it. But what I want a better fight come next election, because I knew this one was a wrap. I was like, bro, Trump got this one.
Biden would have had a better chance than Kamala. What the fuck did they think? I mean, there won't be a woman president.
You know who could have did it because of his following? Probably. Maybe not right now. Maybe not right now, but
assassination attempt, 2 assassination attempts.
No,
I mean,
not right now. Not right now. No, there ain't no one beating Trump right now. But in 2016, Bernie could have beat him if they would have let him run. If they would have let him run and not snake him, he could have beat him. In 2016, 2024 though, nah, it's not happening. No one's beating him. Trump's victory was guaranteed. I don't know why it was never going to happen.
We don't. Do you know, for the next maybe 8, maybe 12, I'm gonna give it 8. I'm gonna say 8, but the next 12 years will be conservatives. And JD Vance is up next, and he's gonna win. The people love JD Vance. They damn near love JD Vance
going next. And I agree with you. JD Vance is definitely up next. He's definitely going to win. But I'll give the left advice on how to win, and I'll give the right advice on how to kill the left, because I watch both sides.
All right, what's your profound advice for the left for them to? I mean, they're gonna have to change. They're gonna have to come to the right. That's the only.
No. So I said for the left, they just, like I told Mr. Bennett earlier, because he's the left wing guy here. I'm the kind of I don't give a fuck guy. But I was telling him, if the left wants to win, they need to.
You didn't strike me as a leftist, Bennett, and I swear to God,
no, because
strike me as a more moderate guy.
You know why? Because like he's what the left originally was. He's like a Bill Clinton leftist. Like this new age left is not. They kicked him out.
I don't know these niggas. They're not like us. They ain't like us. We came to the law. They ain't like us.
Even the left don't want to be on the left, but they got to ride for their gang. I mean, what you gonna switch? I mean, Tulsi Gabbard. Only the best could do it. Only the best could do it. I mean, Tulsi Gabbard.
I'm glad you mentioned Tulsi. Hold on. I'm glad you mentioned Tulsi because I want to say something. So, like you asked me, what's my advice?
Very beautiful woman. Very beautiful.
No, check this out. So I tell the left this: if you guys want to win, stop promoting the misandry and man hatred. Stop promoting the LGBTQ crap. Don't let women fight men. It's very simple things they got to do. But for the right, what I would say in 4 years. I know everybody says JD's up next. If the right wants to kill the left and turn this to a one-party country, bring Tulsi up, let her win, and let the right be the first people to elect the first female president, who's also Israeli, so she's also a minority. It's done. The left's gone. They'll never come back from that. They'll never come back from that because the right.
I don't know. But I gotta ask you this: do you think that we're ready for one? I mean, do you think that the American me and you. I mean, we saying it, but I mean, the first.
No, listen, I'm telling you, because the left's tactic has been the left's tactics for the last decade has been the right is evil, racist, sexist, homophobic, transphobic. That's been their strategy. It's not working. If the right elects a woman and she wins, it's over. They can't even do that anymore. They can't even it's over.
Yeah, it'll be top 10 in the country. It'll be top 10 in the country of most profound things to happen to American. I mean, do you think she could win? Do you think she could win? I mean, she's popular. She's a popular news anchor now, but she's never held a public.
No, I'm gonna tell you this right now.
She's gonna be a first. We'll see how it goes.
Right now, it's not even a question. It's not do I think Tulsi will win. Tulsi can win. She would have won, and she would have been president as a Democrat. But the left has snaked everybody on their side who did not play by their exact establishment rules. They snaked Bernie.
Just look at what they did to Biden.
Look at Trump's team. What do they call them? The Avengers. Look at his team. They're all Democrats. It's
fucking Avengers.
It's Tulsi Gabbard. It's
RFK.
It's Vivek Ramaswamy. They're all
guys. People who have no agenda. They have no outside agenda. They're gonna come in and they're gonna radicalize this government and change it for the better. I mean, the DOG is the most. I mean, you doubt it? You highly doubt it?
I doubt it.
The moment we're talking about Tony Stark. We're talking about Tony Stark. Tony Stark. Obviously, I got to be Elon Musk. Tony. All right. Okay. And this guy has
listen.
Every company he stepped into. Name a family company besides eBay.
Hold on, Professor. Hold on. Let Miss Benson wants to cook. He wants to cook. Let him cook.
The moment that Vivek Ramaswamy said that he's going to be cutting billions of dollars from veteran healthcare, I'm done. I can't. That's in both Soulfist and I are veterans. So telling me that you're going to be cutting shit from my healthcare does not play well with me.
No one's going to touch your Social Security. No one's going to touch your healthcare. You veterans, you get a dishonorable discharge. You will be provided for till you die.
I got honorable. I got a medical discharge actually.
I got an honorable discharge like a motherfucker. Homie.
That's not Soltron. You know that's not an honorable discharge. It's other than honorable, but it's still honorable. It's still honorable.
I got honorable.
You got honorable benefits.
Yeah,
and you guys know that. That's a very radical position to take. That's a very radical position to take. We're going after Obamacare. One of the most yes. So
gotta go. Obamacare gotta go. But anyway, Professor, I want to have this one-on-one. I want to have this one-on-one, Mr. Bennington, real quick.
Right. Okay. Man, add my Instagram. Follow me on Instagram.
So, Ms. Bennington, so the healthcare thing. I hear what you're saying, but I also heard Elon and the rest of them up there talking about cutting the Pentagon. And I'm all for that. I'm all for it. Yeah.
Why?
I'm tired. I'm tired of babysitting the entire planet. I'm tired of that. I don't want America to do it no more.
Well, but that's how we. But isn't that how we maintain our dominance? That's the last thing I.
Why are we trying to dominate?
Huh?
Why are we trying to dominate?
Aren't we the greatest country?
If I don't, who will? What Goku said? If I don't, who will?
Okay, hold on.
The Russians, the Chinese.
Don't quote Goku on me. Don't quote Goku on me now.
Who's going to dominate? Kim Jong Un?
Hold on, wait. So don't quote Goku on me. Now what I
have to.
Don't quote Goku on me. But what I am saying, okay. Try to listen to what I'm saying right now.
Yeah, I'm listening. Now I'm fucking with you. I'm listening.
We take a country like Japan or South Korea. We will always, nonstop, always send soldiers over. My unit just got back. Shout out to them boys. They literally just got back. They just got back from South Korea. We're always gonna have Syria, all these other places. We're always having nations. I mean, not nations. Our soldiers or our Marines or our airmen or our sailors go to these countries nonstop, in and out, months at a time, just to keep a presence there so other countries won't fuck with these countries. Because for some reason, we decided we need to babysit and protect these countries. And for Japan, we did that to ourselves. Wait, hold on. In Japan, we did that to ourselves because we blew them up twice and was like, and told them they can't have an army. And Japan's like, well, we can't have army. What the fuck we gonna do? It's like, now we got you. So now we're stuck over there. You know what I mean? And the point I'm making is like, there's so many other countries. Like we just had that disastrous pullout of Afghanistan where we can't gain complete control over it. Or we spent so much time in the Middle East. Well, hold on, listen. We spent so much time in the Middle East. Those girls over there, they were starting to go to school and drive cars and do all this incredible shit, right? Democracy, yay, woo. The second we pulled out, the Taliban was like, fuck all that shit. And the reason why is because they didn't fight for it themselves. If those people want to be free, they need to free
have to be an active
themselves.
participant in their freedom.
They need to do it themselves.
How many revolutions had took place? You got these fucking Middle Easterns who use God as a shield to try to push their radical ideology, the jihadist ideology, which is going to be the detriment of society if it gets pushed.
The second we left, the second we pulled out, it went right back to how it was. We spent 20 years there. The second we pulled out, it went right back to how it was. Y'all bitches ain't driving. Go on this. You know why? Because you had some fucking Middle Eastern dude sitting there with some rifle in front of like a school for girls, and they hear the Taliban coming over the horizon, and they're like, I don't want to fucking die so these bitches can read books, and they left. They have to do it. They have to want to do it for themselves.
They have to be. No, I'm with you. You have to have the people be an active participant in their liberation. I'm not saying that's not true. What I am saying is
the terrorists have a monopoly over government, over the arms trade, over the drugs trade. I mean, it's really nothing you can do. I mean, it's no opposition.
I'm on Mr. Benson to finish his thought.
I was going to say that there's that America will never leave a country that they find profit in. There's a reason why we're still in South Korea. There's a reason why we're still in Japan. There's a reason why there's 200 military bases in Germany. There's a reason why, we don't leave a place where there's profit.
But at the same time, now we got a big brother the whole fucking planet.
We got fucked. We got fucked for 4 years straight. How much profit did we take in on taxes, on tariffs, on trade in China?
Oh, that's why I can't wait to Trump tear this whole fucking system up, bro. Trump said he's getting rid of income tax. I'm all for it.
It was about $1 billion. It was about $1.5 billion. Now you go and search how much China made off us. Off of $100 billion. We didn't get none of it. $100 billion.
Professor Smith, I'm loving this. I'm loving this energy. This is what the SOULCast is for. But we have to make it more controlled. When we all speak at the same time, the people listening can't hear us individually. That's the only reason why. So we have to go one at a time, kind of. So,
I was saying that. I was saying that that I have almost no faith in Trump's abilities to do anything that he says he's going to do because he's already dialing it back.
Them tariffs, bro.
He already dialing it back. Y'all were like, "Hey, he's going to bring down the price of groceries." That nigga already just said, "Hey, now that the price of groceries are up, I don't know if I can bring them back down." Nigga, that was your whole point.
No, that's not what he said. He said it's gonna be harder than he thought it was gonna be. That's what he said.
Take time.
Let's knock it off. That was your whole shtick. That's why you're here.
Of course.
Politics is exaggerated. Politics is exaggerated. I mean, he had to do what he had to do to get in there.
No.
But I know within a year's time, it's gonna be back to normal.
It's gonna be back to normal. You remember the conversation I had with you about President Obama? And you were like, why was he so good at getting X done? You want to know why? Because one, he was an expert politician that never made promises. You notice that nigga never really gave you promises. He gave you slogans.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel what you're saying, but that nigga still made Obamacare, and I hate that nigga.
He gave hundreds of promises.
No, he
Bennington,
never made a promise.
Yes, he did. He was the savior of the African American community.
He never said black people said that. Obama never said that.
Oh my God, what's Obamacare?
Obama never said black people said that.
Name a care program after yourself. I mean, you narcissistic. You're not even American. I mean, never mind. He made plenty of promises, and I could pull up the proof. He was supposed to be the savior of the African American community. Didn't give any tax cuts. I mean, didn't. Yes, he did.
So Professor, I love the energy you're coming with, but like. I love the energy you're coming with. I do, but
we can't make things up.
The only thing, and you know what, we could pull it up, and if I might be incorrect, but I remember Obama promising like change And like Hope, I don't remember Obama ever once saying
One of the most
I'm going to
profound
back a particular policy.
no. I don't once Obama ever kind of ever saying anything about like I'm here for black people. Black people did that to him.
Black
I don't
people
think
did that to him.
He didn't say it. He didn't say it, but he said he was. He came in and he ran on this. I mean, get out and vote, and we gonna revolutionize this thing. And I mean, it won't be another. It won't be this hatred. I mean, that's separating the left and the right. It had always been hatred, but now it's culminating. Obama, he ran on this, and I'm gonna just give you the proof. I'm gonna give you the promise. I'm gonna cite my source. And then you won't be able to misquote me. This was his promise that he ran on. And you got to read between the lines. I'm gonna send it to you, but you can read between the lines. Listen to who he talking to. He talking to us. He not talking to me because I'm not like. I mean, he talking to you guys. And I'm gonna bring up the clip. I'm gonna send you the clip.
Okay, why you
right
saying that? Hold up, give me 1 second.
And it was his maybe his second. I mean, it was maybe his second speech. These guys, I done wrote plenty of papers. Plenty of papers. I know how to cite sources.
Understood. Let's get this going. Oh my God.
And it's gonna come from a .org. This is gonna come from a.
Okay. Well, while we're waiting for him, I'm going to tell you specifically. I don't remember President Obama ever literally saying that I will pass X, Y, or Z. That's kind of what made him an expert politician, is the fact that he never made promises. He double talked, but he never made promises. And that was kind of his shtick because, expert politician. He was like Palpatine in that shit, bro. Like he wasn't gonna make a promise to you. He would say, we're gonna do the best we can. And we're gonna bring back hope. Hope is an obscure it's an obscure thing. Like there's no such thing as the concept. Hope is not a tangible product. So saying that you're gonna bring hope back to America literally almost means nothing. There's no tangibility to that. But you know what there is tangibility to? Policies that he says that he did, that he wants to commit, that he never said he wanted to do that. We, the black community, the liberals, we put that on him and said that that's what he said that he was gonna do. He never said that shit. So you can't be mad at a nigga for not doing the thing he never told you he wasn't gonna do. He never told you he was gonna do that. That's literally his whole shtick. It's not good. I'm not arguing that it's good. I'm arguing that he played politics as usual, and that's what politics as usual looks like. That's what he is. He's a politician. I'm not mad at him for being a politician.
Okay. Hey, sorry. I'm
You
back.
okay, man?
Oh shit! What the hell?
Professor went somewhere. I don't know where he went.
Technical difficulties happen. Fun guy. Very animated. Very animated. Ms. Benson, I want to get into the next thing.
Go ahead.
And this is the thing I really want to talk to you about.
Yes, sir.
I'm not going to tell you much. I want to.
You want to just catch my reaction to it?
I will ask you one question. Are you familiar with Cooking with Kaya?
Yeah. She's been blowing up lately because girls are mad that she's cooking.
How much? How much down the Cooking with Kaya rabbit hole have you gone?
I haven't gone further than what's on Twitter, but I know that women are mad because they're like, why is she doing this?
Have you seen any of her content?
I have. I was like, she cooks really good. Like this, like my thing is, this is not unique stuff. Like this is on the Food Channel. Like what she's doing is on the Food Channel. Giarda, what's my girl's name? Rachel Ray. She does shit like this all the time. Like this is it. Cooking with Kaya is nothing crazy. This kind of stuff has always existed, has it not?
Wait, hold on. Wait.
Makes no sense.
This is about to be so freaking. I'm trying to. I don't know where. You would think her channel name would be spelled the way it's pronounced, but it's not.
It's Cooking with Kaya.
It's just cooking is
so she spells it in a different way, but it's just
no. It is also yeah. I know. Wait. That's why I couldn't find it. Hold on, give me 1 second. There was like a compilation video, something thingy I could have just clicked on probably. Am I being honest?
No, her stuff is way too new for you to have a compilation video at this point. It's just too new.
What the hell? That's not. Wait, no. This is.
It's just too new. That's all.
This will take us too damn long, and I'm getting upset with myself. Oh,
you okay?
Screw it. I'm just gonna go on YouTube because I know there's some channel out there making content about this, and we just go, okay, yeah, okay, cool.
Hey, it's just
actually no, wait, no, Chisha Zed.
Like I do love the fact that he was just like communism, and we both perked our ears up like communism.
Oh yeah, nah. Like I said, like when I break down the difference between communism and socialism, and that's the only thing I feel like I ever need to do to somebody tell me communism is a bad idea. Because like Ms. Minister, here's a question for you. Seriously, who do you know? Who do you know that's so righteous and so benevolent that you think should be in charge of deciding how many water bottles each house should have?
No one. No, like unless it's emergency situations, nah. And even then, nah.
Okay, I found something to watch. Yeah, shout out to the Coffee Pod. He always come through. He be reporting on every goddamn thing, man.
Coffee Pot be out here killing boys in these streets, boy.
Yeah, bro. He got videos come up every goddamn day.
It's another video.
We need to hit that Coffee Pot grind, bro.
Yeah, we do. We
need because he be out here every day.
Killing boys in these streets.
Shout out to the Coffee Pot for this video. Let's check this out, Miss Benson, because if anybody's gonna break this thing down, the Coffee Pot would, and then we could just kind of talk about it from there.
Yeah.
It's another video.
She's fine as hell, too. I'm not gonna lie. She's fine as hell.
Cooking with Kaya. Cooking with Kaya.
Welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is Chisha Zed. All right, so the internet's found another thing to be upset about. Of course, here we're talking about Cooking with Kaya. That's the young lady you see there on screen, and the young guys love it, man. I had a few people send this to me, and this reminded me of another video, because who would have thought in 2024 that if you're a woman, whether you're cooking for your man, your husband, and that last video I reacted to, because this reminds me, right? Because the thing she does is that she shows the plate, and then she does the dance. It reminds me of another video of a wife who was also doing the same thing. Who would have thought that's all you needed to do today to get the attention of all men, young and old? So a lot like the wife that I covered in the past, who bring the plate to the camera, and then she'll have it in front of the camera, and you feel like she's handing you the food. I was thinking,
you know what's funny? Women really don't believe men when we tell them how simple we are. Look, if I
young and old,
all I gotta see,
so
all I gotta see is
like the wife that I covered in the past, who
look good and bring me some food.
God damn!
Bring the plate to the camera, and then she'll have it in front of the camera, and you feel like she's handing you the food. I was thinking it was crazy that those videos were getting the type of attention they do, but I guess that's what happens when you have people who are set on going one way, right? I guess that's what.
And you know what? I'm saying goddamn to the food too.
Right? and here's the catch. When we saying God, let's be clear to the audience out there. When we saying goddamn, it is not in disrespect to the women that we love.
No, because first of all, I don't fuck the internet. I don't even got to make that clear because my wife's not insecure. Right. You know what I mean? Like,
nigga, I'm at home with you. What are you talking about?
I remember when we first got together. I remember telling her, I was like, I don't want to ever get like an earful for like scrolling through Instagram or something like that. And because I'm a dude, I like
I'm going to look at hoes. I'm not. Listen, I'm not anti-ho, dog.
Yeah, right.
So,
Yeah, but it's also just like it's a separation. It's like I don't give a fuck. Anybody trying to fall in love with these. I just want to look at them for like 2 seconds and then scroll. Like I just like,
but
like,
also,
and to expect me, I actually said like to expect me to just suddenly stop being attracted to every woman on the planet is crazy. I'm not gonna pretend. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's insanity.
No, particularly when we're not giving that rule to you. I'm not sitting up here telling you to pretend like Chris Evans ain't fine. You know that man fine.
You know how much my wife talks my ear off about fucking Idris Elba,
right?
Sterling Cooper,
right?
Morris Chestnut, and I'm like, these are all tall black dudes with beards.
I ain't got none of that.
I'm like, okay, I'm not short. I'm 6 feet. I don't got a beard, but I got a nice goatee and mustache. But every time I shave, she's always like, "Why'd you shave?" I'm like, "Oh, okay, I get it, right."
I get it, right.
I literally keep my facial hair because my wife likes it. Like I don't fucking like facial hair.
Because I don't fucking like facial hair.
Like, but I love my wife, so you know what I do? I keep my facial hair.
Keep your facial hair. It's like, all right.
Yeah. And I trim it and stuff. When I go to the barber, I pay a little extra for them to line up my facial hair and stuff because every time I do that, my wife tell me, "Damn, baby, you look cute." So I was like, all right, well, cool,
All right, fine, whatever.
That's why I also try to wear my glasses a little bit more. I don't always wear them, but I try to wear them a little bit more. But
Nate, you know when I suggested you should wear glasses? The moment that you were like, yeah, I'm getting behind the wheel. It's like, okay, bro, like you have to start wearing glasses.
Stuff like not when I drive around town, but when I do, like we just took a road trip down to Houston not too long ago. And yeah, I was like, oh, I'm not leaving on my fucking glasses. Like. I'm not gonna be driving for 3 hours and I have my glasses on. That's insanity. I'm not gonna do
That's insanity. Like,
it's just like
bro. Like when you got my mom's eyesight, I was like, bro, you weren't walking out this house without your glasses. That's ridiculous. About to kill yourself and everybody else in the car. Are you insane? Like,
but yeah, no. Speaking to the lady in this, I don't know who that was, but damn,
damn. Listen, bro. Hey,
and then that plate of food too.
Hey, he said, and to play food too.
Well, let's keep this going. Hold on.
What happens when you have a society of women who majority of them want to be boss babes? They don't want to be in the kitchen. It's disrespectful. They don't like that coffee.
I would not drink bean juice.
They don't drink bean juice. They don't want to go into the kitchen and cook. They're disrespected when they hear that. Then you stand out. It's rare when you actually see women doing this. They get upset. They'll say, oh, you're setting women back 50 years. But that's all that this is. She cooks. She does the dance. They are triggered over this video. Think about that.
Cooking with Kaya is just another example that y'all ain't really girls. And I
love this lady. What her name? Dana something?
They're not really girls. What the fuck is this bitch talking about?
Hold on 1 second.
love how y'all with Kaya is just another example that
I love this lady. She's hilarious.
Y'all ain't really girls. And I just love how y'all keep exposing y'allself that the girls thing ain't real. I've been saying the girls thing wasn't real for a long time, and everybody thought that I was just being mean. But now everybody's finally getting to see that I wasn't being mean. I was being honest. It's not real. Y'all are mad, and I'm going to say jealous at the fact that there's a bunch of men making videos talking about how attractive this Cooking with Kaya girl is. And she is a nice looking girl with a nice natural body. And y'all are sitting up talking about, I don't get the hype. Let me sit you down and look you in your face when I tell you this. It's not for you to get the hype. It's not.
That's the one I never got. Girls being like, I don't get the hype behind Cooking with Kaya. Are you a man with a dick? No. Yeah. So who gives a fuck if you get that?
Well, one, but two, most importantly, it's not even that. No. You know what makes it worse? It's worse than them being, oh, you can't relate because you're not a man. No, they do get the hype, and that's why they're jealous. There's nothing worse. Listen, the most dangerous thing you can ever have around you is a jealous woman.
Ooh,
a jealous hating woman is the most dangerous thing.
I love this type of talk. This is that cancelable talk. I love this.
Oh yeah, no, I maintain that. Nigga, pause. I've been saying this to you since you were 16. The most dangerous woman that you can have around you is a woman who doesn't like you. That bitch will get you killed.
Yeah, well, yeah, and it didn't happen.
Killed.
It didn't happen.
That's happened before. Nigga, you remember that fight in the library? That was because of a woman. That was because them niggas had an issue with each other. They don't know each other. Like
that's what I always tell dudes.
today.
Don't. I always tell dude, do not finish some fight some chick started for you. Don't do that. That's silly.
That's not, no. Almost, I put it like this: every nigga who tried to finish a chick, try to finish a fight a chick started, is dead or in jail. Everyone, everyone.
But hold on, let's get back to this video though. But yeah, I love that cancelable talk. Hashtag
that cancelable. And it's coming from liberal, right?
Yeah, it's coming from the left wing guy. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's coming from liberal.
If men are getting online and saying that they find her to be attractive, right? I tell you this, it's not for you to get the hype. It's not for you, right? When I tell you this, I don't get the hype. I don't get the hype.
Yeah.
Let me sit you down and look you in your face when I tell you this. It's not for you to get the hype. It's not for you, right? If men are getting online and saying that they find her to be attractive, you questioning why they find her attractive is weird. These men keep telling y'all
that's a good point, because that kind of comes off like you hating so much. People were telling you, "Yeah, this girl's cute." I don't think she's cute. Nigga, you're a straight woman. Who cares? Like, you hating that much? That is kind of weird. Like you hate,
yeah. I don't think you understand how big. Listen, you think a nigga hating is crazy? A woman hating is something serious, bro.
That's literally no dead ass. Like if I'm sitting down and some chicks is like, "Man, Michael B. Jordan's so fine," I'm like, I am get that.
No. I'll do you one better. I'll do you one better. I have heard the concept of fathers being jealous of their sons. I've heard of it. Never seen it, but I've heard of it. Right? I have physically, with my eyeballs, have seen women be jealous of their daughters. Insane.
Okay. Yeah.
Insane.
Like, I
literally,
never seen no dude. Anytime I ever seen a father who had a son who's like more athletic than him or more handsome, that he be bigging him up so bad.
Right.
If anything, you see my son on the court, man. When you see my son on the court, man, you see, I played a little ball back in the day, but my son, man, he like, you got to see him on the court, man.
No. I'll do you one better. If anything, we trying to protect him. If anything, we try to protect them. Hey, son, stay away from this. Don't go here. Don't do that, man. You don't want to mess up your opportunity.
I will say, I have also seen dudes get overboard in that when it's like, damn, bro, I just want to play some football. Like,
right? No, yeah, I've seen that, but I've never seen a nigga go, man, I can't stand my bitch ass son, motherfucker always fucking. I'm like, what? Like you're like I don't know. I don't know the relationship between you and your father too well, but I would imagine he was nothing like that.
No, both my dads are awesome.
Yeah, same goes for, like I remember when I had like all my father figures were pushing me to go do X, Y, and Z of a thing
to be better.
Yeah, to be
more.
better.
Yeah. I don't know, but I'm still saying, bro. Like a bunch of straight women talking about they don't think a girl is cute when straight men and tell them no, she's cute. She's not. It's crazy.
Now here's the thing: she's not. But I also want to be very clear. She's not my fine as hell, but she is fine as hell. I get it.
But once again, that also goes. That doesn't matter.
Yeah, that already matters.
The people who are making her viral are saying she's fine as hell.
She's fine as fuck.
So you being the person, I mean, not fine as hell to me. Nobody cares. Like,
right. You just sound like a hater.
This isn't about you, Stacy. Like
right.
It's
fucking like hating ass nigga.
Yeah, like. But hold on, let's get.
They like natural women. It's weird. These men keep telling y'all that they like natural women. They want a naturally attractive girl with a nice fit body. She fits all of that. She got a nice natural face. She got a nice natural body. Right? But y'all are so hung up and so brainwashed by these BBL outrageous proportioned bodies that you just find it so hard to believe that men could just like a natural fit body. Like you can't fathom that because you're so brainwashed that you think that out of proportion body is what everybody wants because that's what you want. That's what you think look good, right? You think all that makeup with them bust down wigs is what everybody wants because that's what you like, right? You like that Jada way to look. You like that Ari look.
That's a very good point, man. Because I hate that I'm using this example, but they have these studies about OnlyFans models, and the OnlyFans models that are really, really popular look really average.
Yeah,
almost attainable.
Really?
So it speaks to
really
the fact.
Yes.
Let's look that up.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah. So if you look at some of the best, you look at some of the best looking women. You look at the women who are doing best on OnlyFans. They're normal looking chicks.
Right. So if I just type top OnlyFans earners.
Hell, I think about back
well,
in
but
the
not
day.
but also wait, not everybody on OnlyFans does sex work though. So
True. No, true. But if you look at just the you know who we looking for, bro. Like if you just look at the OnlyFans girls, most of them, a lot of the best ones, they normal looking chicks, dog.
Well, now Belle Delphine up here is number 3. The Belle Delphine looks like an anime character. but still, who is this girl? No, Belle Delphine looks like an anime character. Like that's the only reason why. Like no one's ever gonna take her market. Like she got that shit on lock. Like I saw her one time without makeup, and I didn't even realize who the fuck I was looking at. I was like, wait, hold on, that's Belle Delphine. I was like, it was so crazy. Like I can't even put it into words. Okay. Yeah, because number 1 is Bad Baby. I don't know who this is.
Exactly. A normal looking white girl, dog. Like
I don't know who
regular
this is, but it's just like a regular looking white girl.
Like this is like
well, I'm looking at the girls who I know do. So I know Bad Baby don't do no sexual content.
True.
I know, or she does. I think she just does like teases, but she don't. Yeah. I don't know who this girl is, but if she's making that much and she's not famous, I can only assume she's posting sex tapes. Belle Delphine, she makes sex tapes. Amber Rose is number 4, but she don't do no sex tapes. I don't know if I don't know their name and they're on this list. I'm assuming they're doing sex tapes. That's what I'm putting. Okay, so right, who is this girl? Liliana Jasmine, just like a regular white girl. Just like yeah. I mean that's only the top like 5 or the top 6 I think or whatever. But yeah, no, you're right. I mean they don't look like bust down Cardi B and Megan and stuff. I'm actually. Can I just say this? I'm actually sick of that aesthetic. I'm kind of over that aesthetic.
What?
The whole like that Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion aesthetic. I'm sick of that aesthetic, and I'm sick of black women thinking it's attractive. It looks good for music videos or like sex tapes or something, but ain't nobody trying to be in a relationship with that.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Like the whole Ice Spice, Sexy Red, like aesthetic, all that. It's kind of I'm so over it.
Okay, can I be real with you one time?
What's up?
When it comes to Meg Thee Stallion, I actually knew her back at TSU. That's actually what she actually looks like. That's not like surgery or some type of
no. I'm just talking. I get that, but I'm talking about it's not just the body proportions. It's like the clothes they wear, the long nails, and the different colored hairstyles and the fake eyelashes and covered in tattoo. And I'm just like, I'm over it. I'm like that whole aesthetic, everything. Whether or not they get surgery to make their bodies look a certain. What's up, baby? Oh, thank you, baby. I love you. See, that's a good woman, y'all. That's what y'all need in y'all life. That's what, like, you know,
just a solid chick, bro. Like I'm not like
love you, baby. But that aesthetic. Baby. Hold on. Let me. I might be crazy, Mr. Ben. I might be crazy, guys. Baby, can I ask you a question? Would you mind answering a question? Okay, so I'm gonna put. You don't have to. That's just the background for the show, baby. It's all aesthetic in here. I need more pictures on my wall and stuff. So. Ms. Benson, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay. So, baby, are you? I was just telling Mr. Bennington that me personally, I don't know if I'm speaking for anybody else, but I'm trying to.
I like his name. It sounds fancy.
Mr. Bennington? Yeah, David Bennington. That's it.
Hi.
But I was explaining to him.
How you doing?
I'm just sick of this boss babe like aesthetic. And when I say it's like, I mean like the actual look. What do you think of like Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, Ice Spice, Sexy Red, City Girls, whatever. Like not just the way their body is shaped, but everything from like the clothes they wear and the long nails and the eyelashes and the different colored hair and the half naked clothes and just that whole aesthetic, that boss girl aesthetic. I'm so over it, and every time I look online, I always hear men in person and say, like, yeah, I mean, that shit's fun to look at, but don't nobody like want to actually be with that. And I'm just like, so like, why do so many women think that men are actually like attracted? It looks good for strippers, but it doesn't look good for like, I'm not bringing it to my mom. You know, like,
get down, mama.
Like, do you have any insight on that? It's because I hear women say it all the time, and I believe what women say. They say, we don't do this, but we do this for us. I'm like, okay, that's cool, but I know we don't like it. You know, you get what I'm saying? Am I making sense?
Yes. What's the main question? Because you asked me to.
No, just like I don't know what the question was. I was just, what's your opinion on that? Because I know you listen to like kind of some of that music, maybe not all of them, but like some of them. And what's the appeal? Because most men think it's just ratchet and disgusting, but women love it. Like, what is it? Like?
I think like there's a few things that go hand in hand with that question, but I mean, women want to feel sexy, and I mean, although you're saying like nobody, men don't want to be with that. Y'all are still, not to say y'all, but y'all are still
No, hoes are on Instagram. We get it, yeah.
Right, but that's what like if I was to sit and go through your phone, or let me take you out the equation. If a girl was to sit and go through a guy's phone, a guy 9 times out of 10 is looking at ass and tits and all of that. In most of us insecure mind, we immediately think that's what he wants to see, so that's what I'm going to change on my body.
But that's what I always say. It's fun to look at.
Yeah, and then there's a lot of you say one thing, but you're doing another. You know what I'm saying? So it's like this is what you keep wanting to see. This is what your search history is about. This is what you're paying subscriptions for, like OnlyFans, all these other things. So of course, women are like, okay, well, I need to do this to my body.
Can I say something? And I'm gonna let you go. So I don't want to kidnap you on my podcast.
And I'm making you dinner.
Oh, good woman. Go find you one. Do you think that like a lot of women just don't understand there's a difference between what men lust after and what they fall in love with?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
But I also think that, I think the problem with men.
You're fine.
Yeah, but I will defend. No, actually, I'll defend women in this regard. The problem that men have is that yes, there's a difference between what we want, what we lust after, versus what we truly desire. The problem is men aren't the best at communicating that fact. So of course they're not gonna. So they're only gonna do the thing that they think that we like.
I'm about to argue with you like
because they always say, "Oh, I was just looking." Like it's.
But then we also always say, and granted, I can understand you probably don't know this because you probably don't look at this type of content. But there's so much with dudes just saying, "Yeah, I mean, like that shit's cool for strippers," but anybody trying to marry that. Like
and we understand you're not trying to marry that, but then there's sometimes you end up with someone that's not trying to be married, but still looking at this same particular thing. So that's
a whole different
conversation that I don't want to be a part of. But it just I don't know. It goes I don't know. There's too many.
It's too much to unpack.
Yeah, it's not even that it's too much to unpack. Like that gets into like women's insecurities, men telling the truth or not telling the truth. Like. It gets into
will lie to you, have sex with you.
And like you said, like and all of that. It's way too much.
Thank you, baby. Bye, Mr. Soul. Say bye, Chan.
Take care.
No, she's right about it. I would so lie to her chick. Oh, I love that you're strong and independent and don't rely on nobody. 100%. And we have sex now.
But also, let's be clear, right? Like the problem that I think a lot of women have is that. Not only are men bad at communicating, nigga, she's right.
No, we're not. I don't agree to that. I mean, I understand the argument, but I think a lot of chicks just want to believe what they want to believe. Guys will tell if you just listen to what we say. Guys don't hide what they think. None of us do. We're all like in some sense a dominant territorial creature. We're all men. And like unless that guy's like a total pussy, but guys will be straight up honest, and they will straight up tell girls like. Yeah, I'm not really looking for nothing, bro. I just like to, I just like meeting new women, hanging out with them. I just like women, I ain't really trying to commit to nobody. And the girl would tell herself, "Oh, okay." Well, she'll say that out loud, but in her mind, she'll go, "Oh, yeah, okay." But in her mind, she's like, "That's just because you ain't never had this pussy, nigga. You gonna get this pussy, and then you gonna want to marry me, nigga." No one told her that.
No, but I'm saying this.
So no. What I'm saying is, don't tell me men are bad. Men are very open, honest. What I want. They was like, hey, look.
You know how many niggas I know lie to get pussy?
No. We're not talking about lying to get pussy. We're talking about like lying, like in terms of being with women when they when they don't want to do it. Men will tell you the straight up truth, and that's what I was speaking on. Where it was like guys will tell you literally anything to have sex with you. That's the truth. But then a guy would never lie about whether or not he actually wants to be with you or not. He'll never actually do that. That's what I'm saying. So when you end up with, like my wife was saying, well, there's guys that don't want to do anything, but that's what they look at. I'm like, well, why are you going after those guys? Well, you know, they don't always be honest. No, those guys that you're going after that don't want relationships, they're 100% honest. They're 100% honest about it. They're very, very. I've never met a guy who fucks around with multiple women who was just not honest about it. And when I mean, I'm not talking about a guy in a relationship and then cheating. That guy's gonna lie. I'm talking about a guy that is single and doesn't want to not be single. Miss Benson, you still there?
Yeah. No, I'm still there. No, I'm listening. No, I believe that nigga exists, absolutely. But do I believe that there's some that I'm saying that niggas like to get pussy? Oh yeah, all the time. Like this.
All the time. I do it every time. I mean, well, in the past, you know.
Listen, hey, nigga,
you just say what you need to say to accomplish the mission. Like,
yeah.
You know,
I was there with you. I was there doing it with you. What are you talking about?
Don't put it on me. I put it on every dude. Like I can
No,
listen, if I'm talking to some chick, right, I only got to hear a few words. If she says anything about like, let's say she says systemic something or like DEI or diversity.
Oh, that's me right there.
And but what I'm saying is, if I was a dude just looking to hook up, immediately I already know what to say. Yeah, man, you know, I think Kamala should have won. It's a shame she did, and you know, immediately. But when it came down to be like, oh, let's enter a relationship, there's no way any dude would just be like, I really don't want to be in a relationship with you. I'm just gonna lie and just do it. No guy's gonna do that.
But listen, you
know what's gonna happen? She's gonna be so like, what are we? He's gonna be like, man, we just chilling. He told you right then and there. This is not what you think, what you hope is gonna be. So please stop trying to make it that.
Please stop trying to make it that. It will not be that. And I have no qualms with. My brother was like that before. May God rest his soul. My brother was like that. He never tricked a bitch into believing something that wasn't there.
No, they always say, so what are we? I mean, look, man, we just hanging out, man. We just chilling.
I'll tell you one of my classic lines. Nigga, there was a girl I knew, right? We ended up hitting. It was like an ex-girlfriend of mine. She was like, what was I to you? A loose end. What am I now? Tied.
Damn.
It's like tied. Like, what do you mean? But what are we? What are you? Well, hey, you a bitch. You got fucked. That's what you are. It's like, what are you talking about?
Well, hold on. So
I can't stress this enough. This is coming from the liberal. This is coming
from the liberal dude. That's the crazy. That's the crazy. What's coming from the liberal guy? Hold on, wait. So let's keep going through this video because I know there's more in there.
The fact that at the end of the day, men really aren't very drawn to the exaggerated BBLs and everything else. Terrible example. I know, terrible example. But this whole thing is kind of a really interesting phenomena. And maybe we're so far into technology and so far gone, detached from feminine women of all, demographics, races, ages, just to see a woman who's in the kitchen cooking a good, pleasant meal, who seems like she's also pleasant to a lot of guys. They'll sit there and watch. I'll be like, wow. It's a rare sight to see.
So you assume that's what every man must fantasize about.
You want to know why this concept is so foreign to me? Is because I was raised in a culture where if you see women in the kitchen, you get your ass out.
Yeah, my mama, like when she started cooking, you couldn't go in the kitchen. Like,
you couldn't go in the kitchen. I was like, oh, okay.
Right, and she took that shit serious, bro. She was like, damn. And then she closed her kitchen. My kitchen's closed. What you mean? I can go in there and get some water if I want. Kitchen closed. She meant that shit. Kitchen's closed.
Go walk your ass in that kitchen if you want to. Kitchen's closed.
Kitchen's closed. My mom said that all the kitchen's closed. So the kitchen closed. Kitchen closed at 9 o'clock or whatever it was. Kitchen closed.
Kitchen closed, nigga. Kitchen closed. Like I put like this. The only thing you getting out there is cereal. I swear. Like, all right, but like kitchen closed. No, but I will never forget. Like there was one time, one of my family's practices, right, is because this happened during one of my family reunions. One of my cousins turned 15 years old. She literally, the women of the house, it was like all the women at the family reunion kicked all the men out the house. Like we had to find something else to do that day. And they just took that woman, took the little girl, and put her in the room and just told her everything about being a woman. Taught her how to cook, how to clean, what to wear, how to speak, what to say. Like that was her introduction into womanhood. I was like that, and I was surprised that doesn't happen in most cultures. I was like, that don't happen for y'all. Like,
no, not here in America, bro. What do you think this is?
What the fuck you think this is?
Yeah, this is a place where we shoot niggas for looking at us weird, bro. That takes America is the only country that has survived without the notion that it takes a village to raise a child. It somehow did that. It's the only country that survived. It's like, yeah, maybe they don't. Maybe you raise your own damn child. How about fuck them kids? That's where we at.
You're like, the fact that we
it was so bad. One of our presidents had to institute a policy of no child left behind. They had to do something. It was like, fuck, okay, we got to care about the kids a little bit.
we can't literally have a policy of fuck these little niggas. Like that's like I can't, like half of the shows that were on in the 90s, children had no business watching, and we were stuck watching.
It was free reign, bro. What? Your parents are asleep. Cartoon Network turned to Adult Swim. Nickelodeon turned to Nick at Night.
No, I'm talking before that.
BET turned to Uncut. I'm talking.
Oh, BET Uncut was my shit. But
I'm saying about it's when your parents went to sleep, TV turned to a whole. I was watching the Girls Gone Wild commercials started coming on.
Oh yeah,
and then eventually your parents fuck up, and then they first they get the one house PC, and then computers get cheaper, and then now they put a computer in your room. Now you got your own computer, and then you just close the door, and then boom, computer on, and boom, internet porn. It's just, bro, we grew up in millennials, late term millennials, and because millennials are what it's like
80s to 95 or some shit like that.
No, yeah, it's 85 to 99, basically. Yeah. The last 15, 20 years before the millennium turn.
Yeah.
Because generations like 20-year gaps, I think. They're either 15-year gaps or 20-year gaps. Yeah. But, so yeah, like the last millennial was born in 1999, right? So I was a millennial born in 1994, Like we were millennials that by time the year 2000 hit, we were already like at least 4, 5, 6. So we could start remembering shit. You know what I mean? And then we got to see everything. We saw the internet start off when that shit was like dial up and AOL, and then the only thing the internet was for is your parents got some emails on there, and then you would go on like Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network or Disney Channel to play some games on there.
Right.
And then it just then in 2005 or 6 or whatever the fuck it was, YouTube came out, and MySpace after that, and then Facebook, and then Instagram, and then Twitter, and then the internet just started turning into something else. It just started, and we saw all of that happen. I remember before we had smartphones, we had touch screen phones. Remember high school? Touch screen phones. Remember before that you had Blackberries. Remember before that you had PDAs. Remember PDAs?
I had a Blackberry in high school. Yeah. And no, but I was gonna say this to you, dude.
You remember the Razor?
Yes. my homeboy had Razor. My brother had Razor. My homeboy had Sidekick.
Remember Sidekick? Remember PDAs? You remember when?
No. I'll do you one better.
Remember when you had to carry around a portable CD player?
Yes.
That you had to put in your backpack, and then that turned into a little MP3 player you could put in your pocket.
No, so I'll do you one better. I remember the days where Toonami, the original Toonami lineup, was actually too adult for us to watch, and it was still airing.
Well, I always watched Toonami. We wasn't supposed to be watching it. Well, yeah, that's when you was getting Samurai Champloo and fucking Ghost in the Shell, Trigun, Yu Hakusho.
No, before that, nigga, the original Gundam Wing had no business being on TV. The original Sailor Moon had no business being on TV. The original Cyborg 009 had no business being on TV. The original Outlaw Star.
Hey, you know what? Hey, you know what though? I was all about watching Big O though.
Big O had no business being on TV.
Detective Conan had no business being on my TV
at all.
I remember I'm like 6 or 7 years old. Like, damn, so that nigga dead? like, and the whole episode was trying to find out how this nigga died. But I'm still on the part where so this nigga's like he's dead. Like, oh shit, I thought this was supposed to be like Scooby Doo. This is supposed to be like this.
Like I put like this. You know how many letters and complaints Cartoon Network got before they had to start making it more childlike? It was the reason.
Look, I don't want to talk shit about an entire generation.
Who?
But because we already did this, because then I'm going to start talking about the hippies. This is why I hate the hippies, because the hippies gave birth to the baby boomers, and the baby boomers gave birth to us, and the baby boomers tried to sense the fuck out of us, which only made us far more rebellious. But then since they tried to over-censor us, the millennials are raising the Zoomers, and the Zoomers are a bunch of pussies. It is all the hippies' fault. It all
the Zoomers are a bunch of pussies. Why do you hate hippies so much, bro? Let's talk
because
about
they created the Zoomers. They created all this what's all these dumbass things they be saying? Cultural appropriation. It all falls down because listen, the hippies were so free love, all this, not raising their kids and shit. The baby boomers are kind of like, man, fuck that. We need some, we need
some fucking order.
Yeah, order. So then they give birth to us, the millennials, and then they try to they didn't want us to watch wrestling. They didn't want us to listen to Eminem. They didn't want us to do shit.
Okay, no. To be fair, we had no business listening to Eminem. They were right about that. That nigga was wild.
Fuck them. I grew up listening to Eminem, and I'm perfectly socially adjusted.
I doubt that, but I seriously doubt that. Like,
hey, well, you associate with me, so you know what? Like
I'm up there with. That's why I doubt it. That's like I'm doubting it because I'm like I don't believe that.
And the point I'm making is like the millennials got so sick and tired of being like, because they were also hard on us. The maybe they would tell us, bro, 6 and stones, so they shut the fuck up.
Shut your bitch ass up, nigga.
It's just
like no. I remember when I remember the days where your parents would put you in boxing classes just so you wouldn't get your ass beat. Like that was a legitimate thing.
And then what did the millennials turn around and do? Raised a bunch of
bitch ass
bitch. Everybody born after the year 2000. Not everybody. I've actually started to notice a shift or a change, but only in the dudes, because the dudes like, this ain't right. I don't think I should be this big of a fucking pussy. and now they're talking about this huge paradigm right now. It's kind of freaking everybody out, but it's not freaking me out because it's so obvious. It's like, why are like all the young women going so left and all the young men are going so right? Because the young men want to be told it's okay to like that shit blows up and to curse people out and to fight each other and to call people slurs and words and stuff. They don't want to be censored and they want to be
okay. No, I think you can still be a man and not call me a nigger. I don't know why we gotta go there.
Yeah, I mean, but who cares?
Really?
Like, and once again, there's always gonna be people who care and always people who don't. But like, you can feel however you want, but then don't go around telling other people that they should feel the same way as you. You know what I mean?
True.
That's kind of what the young men are backlashing against. That they should do this. Okay. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. We're gonna put Kaya on pause for a second because Naughty Dog is coming out with this new game and then nobody likes it and then they're wondering why. Because you have a game about a bounty hunter in space with laser guns and laser swords, hunting and fighting like robots and stuff. That's awesome and cool, right? But then they can't fuck it. Made by Naughty Dog. Those people made Uncharted, right? They also made Last of Us 2. We ain't gonna talk about that, but they made Uncharted, right?
What's wrong with Last of Us 2?
And they made the first Last of Us, and that's awesome. But Last of Us 2, you know what I mean? Yeah, we ain't gonna talk. You want to know what's wrong with Last of Us 2?
I liked it.
Did you play the first one?
Yeah.
Did you actually care about the characters and the story?
Yeah. No. Listen. If you're talking about the surprise of Joel dying, that was never a surprise to me. I'm like, of course he's dying. He's not making out that shit alive.
No. That's not.
Oh, that's what. Okay.
It is the Joel dying thing, but there's a whole bunch of other things too. Yeah, because and I say this all the time. I don't care if you've made it so in your storytelling and directing that the decision you made makes sense. It does not mean that I have to like it.
Oh, okay. So I was like, it made sense. I was like, I didn't think
that does not mean I have to like. I did not play the first Last of Us and fall in love with Ellie and Joel as characters and their struggle and play with them and watch them survive a bunch of horrible shit that I personally played through and scared the fuck out of me. And at the end of the game, was disappointed in Joel but proud of him and disappointed him. Proud of him because he killed every motherfucker in that building because they were going to kill Ellie, but disappointed in him not telling her the truth and wanted to see where that story goes. And then 7 years later or whatever, you come with this fucking sequel game, and then you turn Ellie into a horrible, unlikable fucking character, and you kill Joel in like 5 minutes, and then you make me play with the person who killed Joel. Fuck this character. I don't care about her revenge. I don't care about anything. I want to follow the story of Ellie and Joel because those are the characters I invested in already.
I feel what you. No, listen. I feel.
And Ellie's not even Ellie anymore. You remember Ellie, the brick fucking master, who and just the lovable little girl who loves to collect comic books and got thrown in a shitty situation and had to learn how to kill to survive and actually had a dude try to do terrible. It's so much, and protected Joel when he was sick all on her own, and all these things. All of that, this adore, but she kept all her optimism and her love and her quick wit and her snappy mouth. And he turned her just to the most bitter, angry, nasty, like gut wrenching. Like get this, like when Ellie's on the screen, I'm like, get her off the fucking screen. How did you ruin my favorite character?
Listen,
she's not even. You did her worse than Disney did Luke Skywalker.
Hey yo, fucking yo, why you have to bring that up? Why?
So what I'm saying is like, so Ellie's no longer the character I remember. She's just a whole different person now, and she makes dumbass decisions. And then you kill Joel, and then Abby's here. Yeah, that sucks. That sucks. I don't care if the gameplay is good. I don't care if there's a good story. Why the fuck do I want to play that? There are some games where I don't care what the story is. I just want to play the gameplay. Kingdom Hearts is one of them. I skip every cutscene. I don't give a fuck what's happening. Yeah, I skip every cutscene in Kingdom Hearts. I don't know. I played every single one. Got level 99, 100, ultimate weapon, all this shit. I love the gameplay. I do not give a fuck about what's happening. I skip every cutscene.
That's insane.
There are a lot of games I do that where I just skip cutscenes. I don't care what's happening. I just want to fight shit. I just want to play the mechanics. The Last of Us was not one of those games for me. I was invested into the story, and then they just shitted on it. So why I don't care about playing the game enough. If I want to play the mechanics, I just play the first Last of Us.
I don't know. The Last of Us 2 Last of Us 2 admittedly did not bother me, but it did not bother me for what you said. It was like, yeah, of course the story, you know what I'm saying? Of course that's where the story would go. Of course it's where the story would go.
But that's not even it, because I also don't like that argument either. I tell these people all the time, this is what I hate about Naruto. And I always say, the thing I hate about Naruto is the way the story went. And then people will say, like, well, what do you mean? Well, I just hate the fact that if your name wasn't Naruto, Sasuke, Kakashi, or Guy, you're pretty much useless after pretty much all of Shippuden. And he was like, well, what do you mean? I was like, because those are the only motherfuckers that beat the Akatsuki members. The Akatsuki shit on their Pain rolled into the Elite Village by himself and shitted on everyone. And then, you know, and it was like, well, just look how strong the Akatsuki were, though. Look how strong they were. I mean, look how powerful they were. Some of them were immortal. Look how powerful they were. Of course, you had to have the power of Naruto or Sasuke or Guy or Kakashi in order to stand up to the Akatsuki. I mean, how would anybody else defeat them? They weren't strong enough. I mean, that makes sense. I was like, right. My gripe isn't that it makes sense. My gripe is that it happened. Because if you're Kishimoto, you write the story. You write the story. So well, if you say listen. If you say you're Kishimoto, if you say that Kiba, Shino, and Hinata killed fucking Conan, then it happened because you said so. You said these characters are too. No, you said these characters are too weak to fight these characters. No one said that but you, which means you could have just not done that. Right. You could have made the Akatsuki beatable, or made the or have them stay that strong and made everybody else stronger, because the Konoha 11 became pointless. And I invested the entire first half of Naruto into them, and then they all became pointless. So yeah, that is a gripe. You can't just tell me, well, look how strong the Akatsuki were. Well, they're only that strong because this nigga said they are. So when you tell me, well, of course the Last of Us story went that way, only because you said so. You could have just not did that. You could have said fuck Abby as a concept, and you could have told some kind of story where Ellie is going on some revenge killing spree on the Fireflies because they tried to fucking lobotomize her, and then Joel has to like chase her down and stop her, and you swap back and forth between playing with Joel and Ellie. Is Joel trying to catch up with Ellie, and then you go and you play and you see what Ellie did, and you just see all these. You could have did anything. I made that up in 5 seconds.
I made that up now. You could have done it.
Literally, it could literally just had like, oh, Joel shows up somewhere, and then you play as Ellie, and you see how she killed everybody there, and then now you play as Joel, and then he makes his way through there and stuff, and then there's infected and blah 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 and stealth and guns, and then finally Joel catches up to Ellie, and then you could have did anything.
You could do anything.
Let's ruin Ellie's character and kill Joel. It's going to subvert their expectations.
No. What you're describing is The Last Jedi. Subverting expectations isn't always a good thing, yo. Okay, you know what's crazy? I had this conversation with my friend because he was like, "No, it subverted people's expectations." All right, bet, nigga, I understand why you were failing. Your parents expected you to make an A. You come back with an F. You subverted their expectations. Was it a good thing?
Right, no, but that's what I'm saying. Just because you did something shocking, like, oh, but look, I heard people say, well, they took a shocking chance and they killed Joel in the beginning of the game, and then they even took an even greater shocking chance by having you play as Joel's killer in an attempt to humanize her. And I was like, I don't give a fuck.
Look, nigga, what?
About your artistic story of morality? I don't care. I'm mad. Joel's dead, and Ellie's a terrible fucking person who brought a pregnant lady into battle with her for some reason, and then she has a chance to kill Abby and get her revenge, but then she doesn't do it because she wants to live a normal life. So she goes with her wife and her son and lives a normal life. And then Tommy comes and is like, we gotta go kill her. And Ellie's like, yeah, we can't let this slide. She killed Joel. And then her wife's like, if you go after her, I'm leaving you. And Ellie's like, fuck you, I'm gonna go kill Abby. And then she finds Abby again, beats her ass, and then doesn't kill her again for the second time for some reason. And then she goes back to her life that she could at least had for herself. But then her wife and her child is gone. And then the fucked up part was she lost her fingers. So now she can't even play the guitar Joel gave her. What the fuck is this?
How does she lose all the things? How does she lose all the things? Like,
why did you make me play this? What the fuck? Like, it's a shocking, morbid story of sometimes revenge isn't as sweet as you think. I don't give a fuck. This is.
By the way, Ayo, I don't mean to change topics on you, but have you seen Arcane?
No, because I know nothing about League of Legends.
You don't have to.
Yeah, I'll probably end up watching, but I'm glad you did say we could look up something about Arcane in a second. Hold on, give me 1 second because I need to show you this to talk more about this topic. Hold on,
nigga said it gave a shocking revelation to nigga. I don't give a fuck. What does that mean? Oh fuck! It's not good. It wasn't great. It wasn't good. Admittedly, it was not good. I cannot stand up. Stand by the statement.
Okay, so back on this topic. I don't know how the fuck we got here, but I want to talk about this anyway because it's interesting. And we were talking about just I was gonna connect this somehow and I fucking lost it. So hold on, give me a second. Let me try to find it. The overall point being made is that, like, okay, remember I was telling you there was a game, like I said, layers of sword, guns and stuff, fighting up, robots in space, all the dope shit. You know what I mean? Okay, so okay, that on the surface sounds like something that's just gonna make a lot of money, right? Like, wouldn't you say? Okay, now check this out. Because it's not making no money. Naughty Dog fucked it up because it's this constant thing of like telling your audience what they should like, as opposed to just giving them what the fuck they want. And I think a lot of these people have this problem right now. It's like the refusal to disavow shit like this. But check this out.
I made a tweet today. I figured that, it's time to make an investment. I said, maybe it's just me, but I feel like the market for masculine, non-conventionally attractive female leads in games isn't as big as the video game industry thinks it is. And I was thinking about this character, obviously. I think this is like Intergalactic or something like that. This game probably started development over 5 years ago. And like maybe back then, a character like this might have seemed like it was a better idea. The graphics for this are really, really good. If you don't like the character or whatever, there are a lot of paintings that I'm not a fan of, but I can admire that it looks really good. I think that if you are looking at a space bounty hunter that has 80s retro aesthetic that are about bounty hunting and shooting people and fighting with laser swords, you are looking at a super majority male audience. You're going to have a sausage fest. That's just the way it is. If you try to make a character that doesn't appeal to the main audience of the genre that you're designing a game in, you're going to have that game not do well. You can talk about like, oh, people are misogynist, they're racist, they're bigots, they're stupid gamers, you shouldn't listen to them. But at the end of the day, like, you're not going to bully those people into buying the game. It didn't work with Concord. It didn't work with Veilguard. It just doesn't work. I mean, Naughty Dog released the trailer with the comments turned off. You don't release a trailer with comments turned off if you think you're going to get a lot of good comments. I feel like Will Smith will slap me for making fun of her. This game
crazy.
is going to make a Concordillion dollars. Somehow Concord returned. And so a lot of people were mad about like my chat that was like shitting on this game. I find that to be very, very funny. This is not my chat. They shut down the comments before they even opened up the video. The PlayStation trailer, everybody is hating on this fucking game. When I don't ban people for their opinions, it's not my chat. It's that everybody else's chat is censored. A Game Award chat was spamming the same things during Intergalactic, just like your chat during the live show too. Exactly. Do you think Jeff Keighley is doing that? When the only places that don't have this are the ones that are censored, that isn't anything to be proud of. Wow, we banned everybody who disagrees with us. Now they don't exist. They're gone. I was kind of surprised that they saved this trailer for the end, considering just how badly received it is. I mean, they had to turn the comments off. If you look at the dislike extension, both of these games are getting mass dislikes. It's very obvious that this game did not have a good reception with audiences, right? Whether you agree with it or not, you got to look at the fucking numbers, and that's it.
That's terrifying. But to Asmongold's point, I do want to say that he is 100% correct in what he's saying. You can't sell shit to people that don't want it and then get mad at them for not buying it and then insult them because of it. And this has been happening in media over and over and over and over and over and over again. And
no, it's in there. What are you saying? I'm so sorry.
Oh, I was saying that's been happening in media over and over and over again, and they just seem fucking confused as to why all these movies come out and then they flop and they don't make their money back, and then these TV shows come out and they get terrible reviews and then they don't get good streaming numbers, and then these games come out and then they flop and nobody goes and buy it. And then the first thing these people do is they get on the internet like, yeah, that's because y'all just racist or sexist. I'm like, no, listen, the genre of like action with like shit blowing up with superpowers or magical powers or cosmic powers or godly powers or demonic powers, that and there's swords and guns and laser beams, and that genre will always be a super majority male audience. You will never get women in mass to give a fuck about any of that. That goes from everything from Die Hard to Rush Hour to Star Wars to Lord of the Rings to etc. That you will never get a woman in mass to give a fuck about it. If you don't appeal to the main demographic, your shit is going to flop.
But here's the thing, right? A lot of these people, it reminds me of Ghost of Yokai, right? In the Ghost of Yokai trailer came out. It wasn't even the whole trailer, by the way. And motherfuckers was like, "Oh, they're already ruining Jin Sakai. Why is it a girl? This is gonna be a piece of shit game." I'm like, how do y'all know this? The game.
No, they don't. But that I think you're just being. The reality of the situation is it's happened to so much stuff for like a decade now. That now they immediately rail against any and everything.
But that's my point.
But,
It's like,
but that's my point. I'm saying that's the culture. That's the main demographic. They're tired of it. They want John Carl Van Damme back. They want Arnold Schwarzenegger back. They want Sylvester Stallone back. They want Terry Crews. They want Bruce Willis. They want like they don't want to watch things that you promote to them like they're action movies, and then they show up and sit down in the theater, and it's like these emotional think pieces that constantly tell them how shitty and terrible they are, and the patriarchy and all this other stuff, and then you make all the men either evil or stupid, and then all the women kick all the men's ass, and it's super easy, and it's just like, well, what the fuck, bro? Like, I want Die Hard. That's what I want. Like, I don't give a fuck about some Inquisitor who survived Order 66 when she was a child and Anakin didn't. I don't care. Why is this even here? Why is this not just about Obi-Wan and Anakin? Why the fuck is this even here?
Wait, are you talking about Revan?
Yes. I'm talking about in general. I'm just saying it gets to the point where now anything becomes, why is this even here? Why is this show called Obi-Wan?
At some point it just becomes, why are women here?
No, oh my god, the story is about Obi-Wan and Anakin. You could make a story. You could make a Star Wars story about a chick, but you don't have to put it in the middle of Anakin and Obi-Wan story. And that's what I hate. It's that is the lowest level response that anybody could ever say. So you just don't have a problem with the women? No, I want to see a story about Obi-Wan and Anakin. If you want some story about some Inquisitor, go do that shit somewhere else. But don't throw it in the middle of my Obi-Wan and Anakin story, because you promote it to me. An Obi-Wan and Anakin story.
Oh, yeah, the show is called Obi-Wan.
This story takes place after episode 3 and in between episode 4, and is about Obi-Wan and his conflict against Darth Vader. Holy shit! Holy shit! I want to watch that. Why the fuck was Leia even here? And the reason why I asked why was Leia there, because Luke wasn't there until the end. So you didn't need Leia or Luke there the entirety of the series. Why was he even there? What why is this not just Obi-Wan going Rambo on the Empire on some planet or some shit? Like, why is that not just what the show is?
Because that's not who Obi-Wan is, but two, most importantly, that's just not who Obi-Wan is, the character. That's not who he is.
Nevertheless, what I'm saying is all the stuff that's in there. Why is it there? You know what I mean? Like, it's just there's a lot of stuff that does, like, you're putting stuff in there that outright does not appeal to the main demographic. Nobody cares about chicks being in stories, because we still love Charlie's Angels, we still love Powerpuff Girls, we still love Power Rangers, we still love Charm, we still love Buffy the Vampire Slayer, we still love. But the purpose of those things are not that thing. It's just a good ass fucking action story. I want a good action story. I don't want no societal talking piece about whatever the fuck kind of political message you're trying to promote. Give me fucking space wizards with laser swords with telekinesis fighting each other. That's what I want. That's what I'm here for. This is Star Wars. Give me Star Wars. Don't give me your version of Star Wars. Give me Star Wars.
Right. But what I'm saying is every Star Wars show, every Star Wars game has a multi-layer stories that focused on characters that you might not care for. Once again, Jedi Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor had a Jedi Master female who fought Vader and who was struggling with the dark side.
The amount of time you see Seer compared to the amount of time you be playing as I love Seer as a character, but come on, like the amount of time you see, she's just there to be a mentor character. That's fine. No one's talking about not having. I'm talking about focusing the story on it.
Rebel was a big part of the Obi-Wan show. It was like, I'm like, no, at some up until I put it like this, I felt the way you felt up until the fact that they revealed she was a child who happened to survive Order 66.
Why did you want to survive?
But here's the thing, because it would be like saying, why did people survive the nuclear blast?
What I'm saying is, like, I mean, because you got stabbed personally by Anakin, and you're just the only one who survived. Okay, fine, whatever.
I don't think she got stabbed. She was playing dead because the soldiers came in and shot everybody. So she just played dead underneath her siblings.
Whatever. What I'm saying is nobody. I don't care. It's like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, this now is not the time to introduce new characters. We've never seen Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen interact as Obi-Wan and Darth Vader. That's all the show should have focused on. It should have been nothing else. We've never seen Hayden Christensen as Darth Vader before. That's all the show should have focused on. That's it. That's it. And then, like, Obi-Wan was barely Obi-Wan the entire, and I get it. The hero loses his abilities, has to get the confidence to get him back storyline. Trash. Like, I don't want to.
Are you really? Wait. Okay. I'm against the part where he lost, where he was just kind of just out of his powers. I didn't like that, but I didn't want some mindless diehard quest either. Not from Obi-Wan.
I'm not saying you have to bring it down to the basic sentimentalities because I can enjoy that. I'm not saying you have to do that to it, but I'm saying all the story needed to focus on was Obi-Wan and Anakin. That's all it needed to do, and it didn't. And it just did a whole bunch of other shit. And it's not just. I don't know who or what the fuck, what entity on God's green earth
made the Acolyte?
Greenlit the Acolyte. I don't
know what that was. I don't know what the same niggas who greenlit the Last Jedi has to be the same niggas.
I don't even think the Last Jedi is that big of egregious offense. You know what? I could take the Last Jedi as a if you remove the 25 minutes for the cancel bite stuff, it's a more digestible film.
No, it stopped being digestible when you show me Luke Skywalker trying to kill his nephew in his sleep.
Yeah, it's trash. But what's up, Kuro? You back?
Yeah,
Hello,
sorry about
sir.
that. I'm just leaving this little bar and shit. I'm just leaving this little club or whatever. How did shit go with my brody?
I don't know. He just kind of disappeared at some point, but he hella animated and don't like the way this turned and he speaks.
Listen, no, but seriously, I was just it was cool, but nah, bro. Like you literally have to remove everything Luke Skywalker and everything. Nigga, that's the whole movie.
Well, no, or you could just continue the story where the other one left off. But you know,
Yeah.
but the next thing I want to talk about. Hey, you guys been watching these drones?
Well, the
New Jersey?
like birds.
Yeah, the one in New Jersey.
I don't know nothing about that.
Oh, hold on. Okay, someone pull
The ones that live in birds. Yeah, I've heard of them. Hold on.
Nah, yeah, birds. They aliens. Man.
That's some motherfucking aliens.
Well, obviously we don't know what. I mean, no. The crazy thing. Okay, so in New Jersey, all these drones just started showing up, but they're bigger than normal drones. They actually look like UAVs, and nobody knows where the fuck they're coming from. Even our government said we don't know. Like they straight up say, yeah, we don't know where the fuck these drones are, but they keep flying in offshore into New Jersey, and they just fly around in swarms, and they're huge. They look like giant like Cadillacs or SUVs in the sky. And then the government was like, we don't know where these things came from or what's operating them, but don't be concerned because we have no reason to believe they're right. Nigga, what? You just told me you don't know why this is happening.
I thought you were talking about the ones that from China that look like birds.
No. I'm gonna put a clip up. This is crazy. Now, I mean, whatever these drones are, but I don't really. People are trying to say they're aliens. I don't think they're aliens, but whatever the fuck they are, whatever the fuck is happening, it's just interesting. So just listen. Let's just listen to this video.
Donkey today, no more. They should be embarrassed by what they already did. I'm not making these people do these things.
Called that every day, and it really caught me off guard. Damn, Charlemagne, who got the donkey of the day today?
Well, just hilarious. Donkey today for Friday, December 13th. It's Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th, sure is. It goes to White House National Security Communications Advisor John Kirby. Listen, man, if I had a tinfoil Pooh Shiesty mask on, I'd put it on right now. Do we have the X-Files music? Put my X-Files music on. There is something happening in our country right now that nobody seems to be properly paying attention to. The Black Mothership, which we call the Breakfast Club Studio. We're in New York, but we live in New Jersey. I live in New Jersey, and right now everybody is seeing these drones And I'm putting drones in parentheses. I'm doing my air quotes right now. These drones, okay, not just the little small drones that drop off packages. These drones that are SUV sized are just flying all over New Jersey. Okay, I saw one myself. I was laying in bed about a week ago, and my wife said, "What is that?" And I said, "It's a plane." She said, "That don't look like no plane." And I said, "It's too big to be a drone." It had lights on it, and it just flew by. This was on or around December 3rd. And since then, these SUV-sized drones have been seen all over New Jersey. It was on the front page of the New York Post yesterday. People are online showing videos of them. You can see them clear as day. Yesterday, the New Jersey Division of Fire Safety sent out an intelligence bulletin that said if you see one of these downed or landed drones, it should not be approached and to contact law enforcement. Now, I agree. If an SUV-sized anything, okay, falls out of the sky or lands somewhere, I'm not approaching it because I don't want to deal with whatever is in it. But yesterday, White House National Security Communications Advisor John Kirby had the audacity, the unmitigated gall to say that the mysterious SUV-sized drones spotted flying over Jersey are actually manned aircraft, but we shouldn't be worried about it. I can't make this up. Let's listen.
We have no evidence at this time that the reported drone sightings pose a national security or a public safety threat, or have a foreign nexus. The Department of Homeland Security and the FBI are investigating these sightings, and they're working closely with state and local law enforcement to provide resources using numerous detection methods to better understand their origin. Upon review of available imagery, it appears that many of the reported sightings are actually manned aircraft that are being operated lawfully.
You so extra, Charlamagne.
So SUV-sized drones are flying over New Jersey, and they are manned. People just driving Escalades and Suburbans over New Jersey, and that's okay. We shouldn't even be concerned about it. We shouldn't be concerned about that because why? They aren't drones. There are people inside of them. Why are we acting like this is totally normal? What has become of us as a people? That SUV-sized drones can be flying over us and we don't care. We will get online and believe every conspiracy theory, believe every story presented to us about a celebrity or anything, but there's a real live conspiracy happening right now and we don't care. SUV-sized drones flying over Jersey that are manned, and we talking about Remy and Papoose and Clarissa Shields. Donald Trump, speaking of Trump, and this is where the common sense purist in me kicks in, okay? I am a conspiracy theorist, but I'm also a common sense purist, and I listen to a lot of things.
Okay, so Charlamagne's about to say some weird shit coming up, but like so far, what you guys thinking?
You know what I think it is? It's all one big thing. I'm not a conspiracy theory guy at all, but this feels like an experiment by the United States to test unmanned drones for the military. I wouldn't be shocked.
Our military saying these ain't our drones.
What do you expect them to say? They are, and we plan to use them. Like, what?
I'm just saying. I'm gonna say we don't know what these. We don't. They not. Cora, what you think? Not really. What are you on speaker or something?
Nah, I'm driving, trying to give me some fresh air and shit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, my bad. I think this shit's absurd. How do you not know what's in our airspace?
I'm just saying, what do you expect the United States government to say? To admit to what they're doing?
Why wouldn't they? We know they got drones. We know they got UAVs.
Stop it. Them motherfuckers don't admit to shit.
Okay, so if these are our military drones and they're just not admitting to it, then what are they doing with them then? Why are they flying over New Jersey?
Don't you need to test military products before you put them in war?
Not UAVs. We got that shit down. And let's do some special, different, like just crazy UAVs. You know, these are some different, crazy type of drones that we ain't never seen before. That's doing some weird shit. What Miss Benson, what you're saying is, and this might be some truth to this, but you're saying that our own government, our own military is just someone who's been in the military. You're saying like our government is literally going to try to pull a Wizard of Oz and say, yeah, pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
I'm saying that this is not the first time they've done it. You sitting up here acting like that type of thing hasn't happened before. That is a practice of the United States military. There's a practice of the United States government paying no attention to a man behind the mirror. Do not. These aren't the droids you're looking for.
Yo, Kuro, you gonna come in and hop on this one?
Like you don't want to sell me death stick. You want to go home and rethink your life. Like,
Yeah, I mean, bro, we all know there's a nigga behind the scenes that's controlling the shit. I don't think I don't think our country is that weak to let some unknown aircraft come into our airspace and do whatever the fuck they're gonna do. That's not America.
I'm just not. I'm saying that I'm not shocked or surprised when I hear stories like this because, like, yeah, this is what the government does.
I mean, I get you. I get you, and of course, you know, Soul is competent enough to understand what you're saying. Your argument.
Yeah.
All he's saying is, why would the government? At least what I'm understanding from what bro's saying is, why would the government try to pull a fast one on the people, even though we seen it? It's not like we didn't see it. It's not like it's like saying it's aliens. You know, is the UFOs real? It's like, no, nigga, we seen this shit.
For like, why would they try to pull a fast one on the people? Nigga, they've been pulling the fast one on the people for years.
No. Here's what he's asking. Like what he's saying is in a sense of, yeah, like there are a lot of fast ones the government's pulled on us. That's why people like Julian Assange or Edward Snowden can't come back to the country because they exposed some shit, right?
Right.
There's nothing to expose. The drones are in the sky from New Jersey. And the government saying, we don't know what these are.
Yeah.
Instead of scaring the people, what I'm saying is instead of scaring the people, just inform them, motherfucker.
I'm saying that. Listen, I'm gonna give you a quote from one of my favorite movies that will sum up the reason why they don't do, why they probably won't do no shit like that. Hear me out.
What's that?
It comes from it's from Men in Black. A person is smart.
I thought you was gonna say that shit.
No, yeah, a person is smart. People are dumb, panicky, and idiotic, and you know it. Like you can't, like a person, you can't explain this to. People, tell this to more than 3 people at one time. See what happens. Stop.
Okay, Mr. Benson, I'm willing to hear that, but now you got to answer a question for me.
I don't know what I don't know what it's for. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
What are the drones for?
Like, I don't know what they're for.
I'm saying, if you're gonna present that as an option, okay, the government it's our government's drones. Why are they there?
Right. Once again, I don't know. I know a lot of these things you will never know until after the event is over. Why it happened? You know what I'm saying? A lot of these things are like that.
Let's get back into the video.
I could be wrong. I want to be wrong, as a matter of fact. I just don't think
I want to connect some dots here because they are connected. Okay, when Donald Trump was on the Joe Rogan podcast, they had a conversation about aliens. Not the ones Trump wants to deport. Okay, the ones from other planets. Let's listen.
There's a lot of interest in it.
One of the things that
there's a lot of interest in the people coming from space, you know.
Yes.
And I know you're interested.
Oh,
in that
very
too.
interested in that. How much did they tell you about that?
A lot.
Really?
Yeah.
What did they tell you?
Well, it's never been my thing. I have to be honest. I have never been a believer. I have people that Area 51 or whatever it is. I think it's the #1 tourist attraction in the whole country or something. Area 51 in Las Vegas. Do you know that, right?
Sure. I know what it is.
So anyway, but it's a big tourist thing. So I interviewed jet pilots that say they saw something. And they said, we saw things, sir, that were very strange. Like a round ball, but it wasn't a comet or a meteor. It was something. And it was going 4 times faster than an F-22, which is a very fast plane, you know.
That's dot one. That was Donald Trump on Joe Rogan. But there's a man named Cliff High. You should Google Cliff High. He is a researcher known for developing a technique called predictive linguistics, which involves analyzing internet data to predict future events. And based off that conversation with President Trump and Joe Rogan, he predicted a future event. Let's listen.
But what we do have some justification for suggesting is that there will be 39 days between the temporal marker of the Trump interview and the appearance of this visible contention. The visible contention, space aliens. Okay, so like sort of very complex kind of Independence Day kind of shit, right? nobody will know who the hell is doing what with whom. Now, so anyway, now we have a strange thing where there's swarms of 20-foot drones flying around military bases. So unknown. Nobody knows who owns these drones, who's controlling them. At least they're not telling us guys.
Now, my whole life, 1 + 1 has equaled 2. But then I heard Terrence Howard on Joe Rogan, and regardless of what he thinks about math, 1 + 1 still equals 2. Trump and Rogan had this conversation. Cliff High, who previously predicted the 2004 Indonesian tsunami, stated that an alien invasion will be triggered 39 days after Trump's appearance on Joe Rogan. Trump's interview took place on October 25th, 2004, marking the start of the countdown. We first started seeing these SUV-sized drones on December 3rd. Either we are in the midst of one of the greatest social experiments of all time, one of the greatest pranks of all time, or we being invaded by aliens. Okay, according to Cliff High, the alien invasion will involve air battles between UFOs and military forces, with UFOs even engaging in combat among themselves. Listen, I don't know what's happening. I just know that White House National Security Communications Advisor John Kirby is telling us these SUV-sized drones are manned aircraft. It's not one, it's not two, it's not several, it's a lot of them. One of my peoples in Jersey sent me a video last night of 8 of them over her neighborhood. If this is manned aircraft, then whose mans is this? Okay, who are these men? Are they little and green? And why are we okay with what's happening? Kirby, your statement didn't answer any questions. For me, it raised even more because I'm a common sense purist. This is what happens when they keep us looking down at our phones. We are slaves to the lies that our smartphones tell us, and it causes us to ignore the realities all around us. You can call people like Cliff High crazy. You can call them a conspiracy theorist, but I don't see it being a coincidence that he predicted an alien invasion would happen 39 days after Trump's appearance on Joe Rogan, when they was on there talking about aliens, and then all of a sudden flying SUVs are all over New Jersey. Why are they just flying over our residential areas? What if they crash into our houses? What's the mission? Is this even lawful? Why wasn't the public informed about these operations ahead of time? Look, man, American government, it's okay to be honest with the American people. Just admit either you don't know what's going on up there or you do, and it's not something you want us to know about. Because all Black Twitter going to do is make jokes anyway. Okay.
All right. Dogs, Mr. Benson.
I wish all men to God.
You think it's aliens?
I don't know if it's aliens or anything like that. I really don't know what the cause is, but I'm like, I don't want the government to be. Do I want the government to be honest? Yes. Do I think they will be? Probably not. What is this? I'm saying that. Saying that.
That's under the assumption that they're not being honest right now. Yeah. They said we don't know what that shit is.
Yeah, I'm saying that's just the nature. That's just the nature of the game when it comes to government. That's all. That's just the nature of the game.
No, but you get what I'm saying, though, right? That's you're saying like you want the government to be honest, but that will have to assume that they're not being honest right now.
Oh damn, that's true too. Actually, that might be scarier. Nigga, what if they are telling the truth? Oh
yeah,
shit.
like what if they really telling the truth? We have no idea what these drones are. What if they're just being so dead ass?
That's actually like, listen, when the government starts telling you the truth, that's when you know you're in trouble. Like, because here's the thing. This is why I say the government is like our parents, right? The government's whole job is to run the populace of the United States to make sure that they're safe and protected, just like a parent would. A parent doesn't tell you everything, doesn't tell a child everything he needs, everything that he once did. Because why would I tell you that? I lie to you all the time. Here's the catch. If a parent starts telling you the truth, oh, you in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Son, I don't know how we gonna pay this rent on time. Nigga, that might be true. That's not good for you.
I would never tell a child that.
You would never tell, like, if you had a kid, if you and Mrs. Soulfist right now had a kid, you would never tell the nigga the truth ever.
Not if that's the truth. Nah,
that's the truth.
Nah, that's crazy. But
no, but here's the thing. There's some things that you just don't need to tell the truth about.
So we are right on the cusp of 3 hours, and that's perfect because we should stop it here before we do another 4 or 5 hours. So okay.
Oh damn, we like the marathon. The marathon stream. Oof.
Yeah. So I got some content to form out of this. So I'm gonna see how I'm gonna split this shit up. I got to, and that's what I'm gonna try to do. I'm just gonna just upload it throughout the week, and then we'll just be back here again next Saturday with more shit to talk about. I didn't get to talk about goddamn everything I wanted to get through, but I feel like I got that.
The next stream that we do, I want to do. You know, it's crazy. As heavy as we get, I would like to do something light and breezy. Like I want to talk about Arcane with you. I want to talk about the last chapter of One Piece with you. I want to talk about the new anime that are coming up. I want to talk to you about Castlevania Nocturne season 2.
Oh yeah, I never seen Castlevania. I know it's dope. I just never. I started watching it, and then I don't know. It's like something that'll make me stop watching something. It's like Dead Babies. I just I was like, oh yeah, no, I'm not hardcore enough.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? Neither is my girl. I had to watch that for her, bro. I'm not hardcore enough for it either. Dog. Like, what makes you think I like that shit? Like,
it always makes you go like, oh, you know, like,
oh god,
like that. Like, there's one episode of Hellsing Ultimate I just don't watch. It's the episode when the Nazis took over London.
Yeah,
because if you watch a lot of those mob shots of the ghouls eating people and shit, there's a lot of dead babies and shit. I was like, oh nah, I just skipped that episode.
And they're here.
Yeah, let's go to the next episode, or skip to the end of that episode, and then you just see Anderson fuck some vampires up and shit.
Yeah, like cool.
Like, yeah, okay, let's watch this. I can watch this. But
hell, listen. I had one of my friends watch Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and I was like, it's gonna be episode 2 and episode 5 that will make or break you. The episode where they actually lose their bodies and start the journey. And episode 5 is when we merge Nina with Anderson.
Yeah.
If you don't want to watch Full Metal Alchemist after episode 5, I completely understand.
Yeah,
I get it. I get it because I remember that in Anime Club we tried to do that, and some motherfuckers we never brought it back. We never brought it back. Like, it ain't for everybody. We get it. Some motherfuckers are just Naruto. All right,
I'm not gonna lie. Like,
I get it. I'm not.
I'm not gonna say that. That'll get clipped out of context in some way.
Really?
We're gonna go ahead and go. No, I'll say at the end of the stream.
Oh, okay.
But we're gonna go ahead and wrap the stream up because we don't hit that 3-hour mark.
Yes, sir.
You ain't know. Thank you guys for coming through. We definitely going to be back here next Saturday. Yeah. You got to make sure we stay consistent with that.
Yes, sir.
It's been your boy Soulfist with my co-host Mr. Bennington.
Take
This
care.
has been a SOULCast. Hell Hydra.
That's